Here we go!
TikTok, all stop.
Give it to me like
but more psychiatric problem.
Hello, 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 hello. I was just testing that out to see if it worked. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hello, my friends. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you. I know. I'm here on a Sunday, on a holiday, no less. Hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I've only been messing with the volume, trying to make sure everything is working. And it's passable and all this loveliness. Let me know if you can hear me. Hi, Susie. Hi, Cousin It. It's so good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Happy Mother's Day. Hello, Daisy and me. Hello, Grateful. Hello, Naughty Rudolph. Hey, Lindsay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Rosalind. Good to see you guys. Can you hear? Let me know if you can hear. Or else I'm going to keep asking you every 10 seconds. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Okay, thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. Hello, Naughty Rudolph. How are you? Good to see you. I know this is like loud and clear. Awesome. Okay, good. I know this is like out of nowhere because that's the way Cauliflower does things. She just shows up. You never know. You never know when I'm going to show up in this crazy world we all are living in. But today is the day, because today is a decent day. Are you in the UK, Naughty Rudolph? Oh, cool. What part of the UK? So I figure we'll do a little chat, a little catch-up, little not questions, a little just, I don't know. As a viewer, and I say this politely, as a viewer in this girl world, as well as a content creator, I don't know what the hell has happened the last year or so, that this place is getting even more and more just like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's just crazy. Oh, thank you, Susie. I will level with you guys, okay? Because I usually do level with you. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. Let's see, in the last month or so, I've been back to the ER again. Been experiencing, a lot of stiffness and headaches, things of that nature, and they never give you an answer. It's always, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this, it could be that. And, going through this, I will be very honest with you guys. Going through this mentally has been wearing me down to the point of that I don't function correctly. And hey, Akasha, there she is. I wasn't gonna bother you. I thought you'd be busy, so I don't want to bother you. But I'm glad to see you here. So I haven't been physically the greatest. It's gotten a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hi, Tiny. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Tiny Dancer. Um, so I don't have many outlets when it comes to this. It's hard on a daily basis, because I only have Joan most of the time, who's always around, and I don't like to dump my problems on people, and and talking about this frustrates me. So there are days that I just shut down, or I just become like a zombie. I'm basically just trying to just take down the pain, take down all the stuff I'm going through. It's not fun. Thank you, Tiny. Thank you. Listen, I'm the tough I'm the tough girl sometimes. So I have my good days, and today was one of them. So I wanted to come on here, and I wanted to hang with you guys and get out of my head, because I'm tired of hearing the things it has to say. and then I turn to Girl World, and then I see what goes on here, and it just astounds me. It really astounds me. Thank you, Daisy. I really appreciate that. And I as I always did in the past, I turn to the stuff I know. This is all I know, outside of just other things that I was doing. This is what I know, is connecting and talking and bonding with people, or trying to. So that's why I come back to my channel. I come back to the community, even though I know this community has no idea who I am anymore. It's like Cauliflower is now somebody that just perked up out of nowhere. She perked up out of the weeds of the Girl World garden. That I'm back. And so tonight, yeah, if you can see that on my thumbnail, I've got it all out there. Everybody is featured on there, because I have so many thoughts about everything going on. It's crazy here. It is crazy. You really can't, and I'm saying this as a content creator, you really can't put too much stock in too many of us here. There's a lot of people that go and they ride or die. They're real hardcore for the person they like. And believe you me, I get that. I do. I really do. Because there's some people in here that I used to ride hard for, hardcore. But I've learned in the last several years that you've got to really be careful, because in these streets, especially here in Girl World, oh, thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. Especially in Girl World, I've never seen anything become as just downright, just cutthroat, going for the jugular, going for the personal stuff, just, and all for what? I don't understand what we're fighting for here. Like, even down to content, and when we bring that content. Like, what are we fighting about? Seriously. Like, who is the victor in the scene of Girl World community drama? Like, who can put it out the fastest, and who has the best way of doing it? It's like everybody has their own stylings, right? And you feel comfortable in your own areas, just like high school, right? Everybody would hang with their chosen groups, right? You'd hang with the jocks, you'd hang with the artists, you hang with the actors, you hang with the smarties, whatever, and that's how you function, because you hung with who you were comfortable with. Well, these days, I'm seeing that content creators are not really creating such a space for their communities to be comfortable. It's more like pick or choose, pick a side. Like, it's either me or them. And if you pick them, then you're no good and you're shit and you're on my list. Like, what is that about? I know, Lindsay, I know. I am too, as a content creator. And I'm in this community. And I see it, and I hear it. and it doggles the nine. It doggles the nine. And I understand a lot of people are OGs, and they've been doing this. They've been running their game here. They don't do it for propriety. Like they say, they don't take it too seriously. I think they all take it too seriously, because if you can get yourself engulfed in such a way that you are ripping people's looks apart, their religions, their races, their weights, their heights. Look, we all sit out here, including me, and yes, we all have things to say about Chantel, right? We all have our ways of saying how we dislike certain things that she does, and we've got reason, right? We got protocol to go on this. Then unfortunately, it breeds more things to come out, because then there are people out there that are like, well, how would you like it if you were talked about that way, and how would you like it if your life was constantly splattered out there, and how would you like it? Well, here's my story on this. Like, how would I like it? I wouldn't. But I have had it done to me. I have had many communities speak about me, make videos about me, talk about me. And yeah, it does. It sucks. It does to come to YouTube and to see your name out there, and it's out there in a negative light. But then there is the person that created this world as their job, right? This is their life. This is their living, right? And some people come out there and they entertain and they give the community, stuff to go on, and, people love them for it. And then there are people out there that troll, that do this for a living, that conjure up drama, that conjure up things that are going to upset people. And then, hi, Arsenette, how are you, girl? And when they do such things, people react. That's what gets them the money. Do you understand that? This is what gets them the money. I don't care who you are in this community, all right? Don't tell me that everything you do is 100% legitimate, because it's not. It's not. None of us are 100% legitimate. We all come here with stories and tales and things we heard, third party and community toasts, and, what do you call it? The fawns, all the things that we depict to our audience, that is our point of view of what's going on, but we don't know. We're just depicting. This is all the things that draw people in. Don't you know that your content creator knows that? They know that. Look at Trisha Paytas, girl. That girl has been trolling for years, in several different communities. She has upset so many communities, it's not even funny, right? Then she goes on a famous live stream, H3, right? She goes on H3, and people love her. They adore her because they think she found her niche, right? And what does she do? She screws that up. Not because she's screwing it up because she doesn't care about the audience. That's her way. That's how you keep watching. That's how you keep coming back. And if you don't think that Miss Chantel isn't doing the same thing, y'all need to really think about it. So for me, I don't look at her as like, oh, I'm like out here and I'm knocking her on a daily, or I'm criticizing a person's and putting her down. Nah. I'm reacting to the behavior. I'm reacting to the things that she upsets this community with. That's how I look at it. Other creators will look at it a different way, right? That's why everybody has their choice person in who they like to watch. And I understand that. I get that. I do. Because I have my choice people and who I'd like to watch too. Guess what? They're all infallible. They're all going to screw up one way or the other. My thing is when they do it to each other over stuff that really shouldn't matter, and then they tell you, don't take this so seriously. Don't take this so seriously. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Well, you don't have to bring it to the audience either. Because nobody wants to watch people infighting. That's not enjoyable. What's enjoyable is the content that you're bringing and your viewpoint. That's why people watch reaction channels. It's not because You know, let's face it, y'all. We all put out the same shit. I mean, maybe not all of us do it in the same way, but we all put out the same shit. We're all talking about the same shit. The same people, the same characters. We all just have a different way of looking at it. But when y'all are starting this whole thing of like, well, I knew this way before that, and or you deny, I didn't know anything about this. You're not making people choose sides here. That's not fair. That's not fair. It really isn't. Because here's what happens. If you are somebody who likes FFG, right away, you are on a shit list. Okay? If you're somebody who likes Charlie Gold, right away, you're on a shit list. Okay? Because there are sides. There are people who like FFG and who hate Charlie Gold. There are people who like Charlie Gold and hate FFG. What's the point? What's the point? You're all doing the same damn thing. You're all doing the same damn thing. You're talking about Chantal. You're talking about Aaron Berlin. You're talking about the people in the community. But now we're talking about personal stuff, right? We're talking about personal stuff here. We're talking about looks. We're talking about races. We're talking about genders. We're talking about kids. We're talking about lack of sobriety. When does this end? What's the end game here? What are we looking for? Are we looking to be the community guru, like above all? Are we all so self-righteous that we all need to be that person that gets out all the information that everybody can get if they just did it themselves? I'm just saying, listen, Akasha knows, okay? Because I don't get on my soapbox unless I feel like there are times that you need to kind of pull it back, right? And, you know, I watch too. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Jenna. I'm so sorry. I'm not ignoring you guys. I find that we can get into toxicity and I do have to step away for a time. Yeah, at times it breeds negativity. Exactly. I mean, how many of you, just honestly, how many of you right now, put a 1 in the chat if you're really uncomfortable in other people's chats that you go to. You don't have to say who either. Put a 1 if you're uncomfortable. And I'm going to highlight that, Daisy, because that's a good point. She says, when I started watching years ago, I felt like more reacting to Chantal, and I don't know if the community became oversaturated with reactors, so started going after each other. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Aw, thank you, Jenna. It's good to see you too. Okay. I see a couple of 1s. Who wants to go to somebody's chat? Okay. Now, here's something too. I'm going to be covering something that, you know, a piece of this drama, because I have to, because it's just so ridiculous. That I'll say that I know a lot of you, because I see, hey, Vanessa, I see a lot of you, you know, and I see you all in other people's chats, and I see what goes on. Like, it gets crazy in these chats. You get lost in the shuffle. You know, there's a lot going on, and it's not even about just Chantel anymore. Now it's about the creator themselves, okay? Yes, and get yelled at and booted. Oh. I'm so glad she said that. I rarely like to bring this person up anymore because they're just not worth it to me. But I'm going to bring them up because I am very overprotective, especially of the people that come to my chats, because I think very highly of the people that come to my chats. So imagine how I feel about my mods. Okay? I'm going to say this once, all right, to the incel over there. Ever call on my mod again a nasty-ass name, come see me first and say that to me, not to them. Okay? Grow up. Grow up. That's all I got to say. Hey, pretty lady, nice to see you. It's gotcha. It's just sad to me. It really is. Like, in the last year that I've been here, and I got involved in some stuff too, Okay, and it affects your channel, and it affects your community, and it affects people that don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, yes, Day. I certainly am. Thank you for mentioning that. Yes, I am. Because I don't think so. I don't think so. That would never be said to me, I'll tell you that much. And the reason why that's said to them is because of me. And you know what? Grow up. Seriously, grow up. Because if she takes the time to actually go in there and ask a question, you should pull your big boy pants up and at least be able to answer said question. Instead, you just show your true colors. Okay? So, there's that. Oh, really? Well, I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that at all. Not cool with anybody getting yelled at. There's no reason for that. If you come in, and Jessica, my sweet Jessica Nessica, you're not the only one who gives people chances. I do too. I listen to everybody. Unless you're in here being a real you-know-what. I let everybody in here. I do. I let a lot of people up here on my channel. And if they got something to talk about, if they got a point of view, by all means. Not everybody agrees sometimes. That's the beauty of this community, is sometimes you got to listen to the people you don't agree with as well as the people you do agree with. It's a fair thing, okay? And there are some people, I admit, I would probably never have back here. That's not because I didn't give them the chance once. I gave you a chance once, maybe twice. And after that, you're out of luck. You know what I'm saying? And looking back on some of the lives I've had, if you're new here or if you haven't been to some of the lives that I've had in the past, y'all got to go back because some of them were really, really good. I've had some people up here that I wouldn't have back. That's for damn sure. But, oh, Brandy, only because I see you, not because I think that, like, oh, Brandy is over there, so she doesn't like me anymore. No. Exactly. You can get completely lost. Hey, Layla. I give everyone a shot. Yes. Exactly. And there have been times that we don't agree. We've had disagreements with other channels that we can be civil to them. We don't have to sit here and knock them for who they are, what they do, how they do it, except if you're going to get down and dirty, then expect to get it back. And that's what I don't like in this community. Like, if you're going to go that way, then so's the rest of your audience going to go that way. And then it's going to start a counter reaction and on and on and on and on. And it doesn't stop. It does not stop. Exactly. Thank you, Akasha. We've had Roman, we've had Veronica, we've had, some people didn't like it that we had Tiny. It's just, there's always going to be something. We've had Tina here. So I've had a lot of people that I've had Monty here in the beginning of my, illustrious streaming career with the Chantel's verse. I've had Monty here before I knew any better, Yeah. Poor Roman. But again, and I don't regret any of it. Like any of the stuff that I've gone through on this channel, I've been actually grateful about, because I learned more about myself, about the community, and about how basically to just go about this. And there are some times that it sucks, and there are some times that it's so freaking fun, and the fun outweighs the suckage. So I'm just sad the way things go. Yes, Ursinette, I agree with you. I'm just sad the way things go, because I'm one that does watch FFG. And I do watch Charlie Gold. I like Charlie. And I like Gigi, Gaining Ground. Oh, that name gets thrown around. I love Jessica. Y'all know, Jessica's a friend here. We love Jessica Nessica. In fact, I'm going to be playing a little bit of her live from yesterday, because I'm all in this Missy Moo nonsense, and I really really can't believe that people of my age range told the shit they do. I just can't. I have my disagreements with certain people that I don't spend the time to sit here and knock their game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. And there are several people I do not care for in this community. But I can be cool about it. I can just be like, okay, whatever. I'm not part of that, and I don't want to be part of that. I'm part of this. This is what I've created here. I've been here a long-ass time on YouTube. Maybe not in the girl verse. I mean, this is going to be 2 years from me, which is crazy. But yeah, I know they. I know. I was watching it earlier, and that little portion that happened, I have to show. I think it's important that a lot more people see it. I think it's crazy. I think I bless Jessie for allowing people in the way she does and having them up there. That I'll tell you something. Hail to the nah. That would not happen here. I would love to have a little discussion with this new myself. I would love that. Because y'all know how I am. And I would get down to the nitty gritty here. But it seems to me there's a lot of excuses being made and a lot of things that are being said. Who did what, who didn't do what. It's all, again, let's not forget where it all starts from. Yes, it is in the hands of other people. Yeah. But Miss Chantel put this all out there. Okay? Because if it's not for Chantel, there'd be no VIDs. If no VIDs, there would be no Nissy New. There'd be no, all of those people that were there that are no longer there anymore. Thank you, hon. Thank you, Akasha. I was actually going to tell you to do that and see if you read my mind. She read my mind. So, early this morning, and I hope she's okay with this. Jessica, I give you credit, so I'm just going to go into early this morning. Jessica Nessica had a live stream, and if you haven't watched Jessica's live streams, you're missing out because she is freaking hysterical. I love her. I think she's doing really well. And you know what? I really do appreciate that she opens the floodgates sometimes, because there are times that I know in the past I've been told, Kali, no, don't do that. Don't have this person. That's not going to look right. But Jessica doesn't have that. It's like, I don't care. I don't take it too seriously. And here it is. So in the midst of all this other stuff that's going on, the Dali, oh God help me, Dali Chicken Reactions or Dali Toxin Chairs, whatever channel name this is going on, her making videos as Jessica is having a live stream. I was dying. I'm like, this is so ridiculous. It's sad. It really is sad. But Jessica had Nissy New, Yolanda, and I think she had Rhonda, which is one of the VIDs on there. Angel, hi sweetheart, it's so good to see you. Yes, she is a mind reader, Jenna. She knows you're streaming? Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Day Day. I appreciate it. Well, my love to her. And I'm going to show that part in Jesse's live this morning called Release the Receipts. And I hate to admit this. I'm going to admit this. I agree with Yolanda again. That's twice, Yolanda. I don't like admitting that I agree with you. I don't. That's twice now. First the Gary situation, and now this situation. All right, so you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to play this for you guys. Hang on one second. All right. Here we go. Da 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 da. Like and make sure you guys like everything. And it's good to see y'all. Wow, 48 people. And I thought I'd get like 10. Alright, so to set this up, Jessica Nessica has Nissy New on. If you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys know all about this, said alleged email that Nissy New received from allegedly Chantel, which I'm sorry that anybody can look at that and see that that's not Chantel. that includes information that doxes her family. And then she's saying that her family members are being contacted and all of that. None of this makes any damn sense to me. But we're going to listen a little bit on that. And I'm just going to put this on 125. Okay, here we go.
Thing has to do with the court case, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Does
I
anybody
can't
have
speak. I can't speak on Natter's court case. I was sent to cease and desist. I can't speak on it.
You were sent to cease and desist?
Yep.
From
What?
who?
His lawyer,
What?
From Natter's lawyer?
I guess.
Oh my God. I didn't know that. Holy shit.
So
Okay.
then I'll tell you, it's because my
Okay. Okay. Right off the bat. Okay. Okay. Who the hell does Natter think he is? First of all, I don't know what this idiot thinks in this whole situation, and I'm not going to get involved because y'all know why I'm not getting involved. But where are you telling people they can't discuss another person's case? The only thing that they cannot do is they cannot record and they cannot attend the hearing and live stream it. But as far as speaking about it, what the hell is that? It's not a court order. Yes, I know, Jenna. Where does he get off telling people or sending ceases and desists? And you really? Really? A gag order from the judge. But is that even a thing, Ursinette? Did anyone hear that? Like his last, because I don't know. I wasn't there. I decided I didn't want to even be involved. I just kind of went on Twitter to see the updates. Did anybody hear anything that was court ordered about this case? That there was no, that you are not, he's not, listen, he's not allowed to talk about it. And there's nobody allowed to talk about it while you're in the private, in the Zoom or whatever it was, that you can't live stream those things. That I do know. But as far as like discussing it, come on now. Come on. Sadly, he had Chantel type on him for in the past, so duty name. Oh, get out of town. Hey, Angelina. How are you, honey? All right, let's continue.
what I said, that May said, and his OnlyFans. And if you've noticed, he hasn't been on lately.
Who else? I remember he sent one
Wrong. He's been on the last 24 hours, so that I saw.
to somebody else before, but I forgot who it was.
I don't know. But her and Natter are feathers that flock together. And my opinion on this whole situation with Foodie is this. Natter told her to prove that she could be a pious Muslim that he could take home to his mom. And that's what she's doing. And she's hired Salah to do it.
What?
Allegedly. Speculation.
Fascinating.
That's a lot of speculation coming from this one, isn't there? That's a lot of speculation coming from this one. Yes, I could see that. I could see that, Ursinette. I could see that. Like, obviously, Chantel. Obviously, Chantel allowed herself to have private conversations with Missy Moo. I guess she didn't learn from the others that turned on her that this was not a good idea to do, especially if you're Chantel. Chantel doesn't last with friends. We have seen this, okay? She lost her three, her infamous magical three that ditched her for teats, right? She's lost so many VIDs in the past, it's not even funny. Friend-wise, I don't even know if this woman has a friend in this entire world. Why would you trust her, or why would you get involved? Anything that this woman does is beyond me. Beyond. Natter thinking a deceased and assist will do anything. He's dead time. Oh, yes. He's so scary, Brandy. Let me tell you.
Oh, Natter's live now? Exciting.
See?
Probably.
Oh, but he
I'm going to see,
doesn't
does
go
anybody else
live.
have any questions? Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I sure would like to know where not Deidre is.
Yeah, where's Deidre?
Yeah. She did this.
Okay, so this is another speculation that was going on in Jessica's chat. This not Deidre Is this not Deidre, the person that might have sent Missy Moo this email? Or is this not Deidre Missy Moo? Because I saw this speculating going on in Jessica's chat. Right. Exactly, Layla. So I'm curious because I'm not too familiar with the not Deidre character. Okay. Oh, you do, Arsenette. Oh, nice. That's nice. That's nice community for you, of course. Hi, cousin It. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Kiki. Nice to see you. Perfectly and perfect confirmed. Deidre is a doxer and a troll. Okay, that is she Nissy New? That's what I'm asking. Apparently they are a troll. They have been trolling and perfectly perfect. Okay, so why wouldn't Nissy New if it's not her? Why wouldn't she relate this to not Deidre? Is that her name? Because the way this not Deidre was talking in the comments section, it sounds a lot like that email. So it kind of is confusing to me. Not Deidre told the Breezy, I'd love to tan a lot. Right, right. Yeah, I noticed that, Jenna, that she disappeared and then it was like Missy New jumped on. I know, Susie. I'm so sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot. But try to follow along as best as you can. I do it too. Like I won't watch it for a couple of weeks and then I'll come back to it and then I'll go, holy shit, this is what I missed. So let's go back to the video.
That person did the same thing, like with the PI thing, and like spread all this stuff.
I'll look into that.
I think it's still on. I think you can still see like somebody in Foodie's chat was saying they called the school board, and you can see she's like, that person's a troll. They're deranged.
Are you open to take any questions if people have a question?
Hey,
Yeah, I got like maybe 10 minutes because we have a really full day tomorrow for Mother's Day.
Does anyone have a question? I'm not going to ask lawyers' names. I could actually. Natter's lawyer's name is probably.
It's public,
available.
I think.
Yeah, it's out there.
It's probably available on that
Natter's,
site. I probably have it.
It was from.
Okay, not for nothing. Natter's lawyer has been out there for quite a while now. I think I remember it as well, and you see it on all of the court documents. So it's not like privileged information.
It was from a law firm, so. And I looked it up, and it is in that area, so.
Oh, interesting. Thank you, Ursinette. Let me show that. After Daisy Moo went off panel, not Deidre posted in the chat about sending Mother's Day with Mr. Moo. Well, well, well. So, how interesting. How interesting. Oh, they'll continue on this, because this is just scintillating, can I tell you?
And give some receipts that won't jeopardize your folks. I think I recommend.
I'm gonna do the voice message stating about the perfectly imperfect because I had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Now I admitted to sending the picture of T and Sass's daughter because it was sent to me in an email. I had no idea that Foodie would post it.
But you're still shit for it. I'm sorry. You're still shit for it, Missy. No. You know, there comes a time when you have to really ask yourself as an adult, like, is this the right move? Is this something I really want to be attached to? Okay? It's amazing to me how she kind of like tries to slide this aside about T and Sass's daughter, about Perfectly Imperfect, that she keeps saying that she didn't have anything to do with it, and I just cannot believe this. I think that she creates all of these juxtapositions that go on. I really do. I really, really do. Oh, God, you got wrapped up in the NSW crap, Susie. You're a brave girl. You're braver than me.
Like, because I sent it and said, look at her daughter, she's fat too. So don't worry about what Anne has to say about you because she's projecting her daughter's fat. And then she had that email for 2 weeks before she posted it, by the way. So it's not like I sent it to her and she posted it that day. 2 weeks later, I look and there's a picture I sent her. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What did you expect?
Okay, the chat is just saying, yes, release those voice messages. And again, I said, okay, Stan has a question.
Yep.
Why are you dragging the Foodie Beauty receipts when you could just drop them now? It's getting stale and you're losing credibility.
Oh, yeah.
For me, that doesn't bother me because, like I said, I have real life. This, to me, is not real life. Because she's living a fake lie and a fake life, if she wants to, she's the one drawing it out. She's the one drawing her fake life out. So what?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. We all sit here and we all speculate about Foodie's quote unquote marriage. Okay. And then we kind of just, when the videos are over, when the, whatever we're watching is over, that's it. Right? Do we have these discussions, these lengthy discussions? Do you find yourselves, community, do you find yourselves after the videos are over having these lengthy discussions if Foodie Beauty's marriage is real? Do you really care at the end of the day? Put a 1 in the chat if you do, and a 2 if you don't. I'm really curious. At the end of the day, after you watch said whoever it is, reaction channel, and or Foodie herself, do you care at the end of the day if this is a legitimate marriage, 1 or 2? Like, seriously. I love you, Gotcha. Exactly. I mean, we care while we're watching because it's a little too bit, obviously. It's obviously what it is, right? That at the end of the day, hey, Perfectly Imperfect, happy Mother's Day to you too, sweetheart. Thank you so much. It's good to see you, by the way. At the end of the day, do we give a shit? Do we give a shit? No. So, Missy, I think your priorities are a little skewed, sweetheart.
Whatever I said, if it comes to pass, I'll be vindicated. If it doesn't, well, then she did something else. How do I know that she didn't feed me this stuff to even say it, to see if I would say things? Like, I don't know.
That's exactly
Who knows?
why she did it.
She could have, I think she tested my loyalty by sending me pictures of the perfume before they released it, which I never did release. So how do I know that this isn't just a test and will make me look like an utter fool? So there's certain things that I don't want to say because if it is true, it's damaging. And if it isn't true, it makes me look like a fool. And she can do whatever, because when she sent me the stuff about the perfume, she's like, please don't tell anybody this because we're not releasing it yet. And I think it was just a way to see if I would keep her confidence, and I did. So how do I know that she's not trying to play this way? But I did some reading up. I also have spoken with somebody that they know, and they have the same stories I do. So, and they have went into hiding themselves because of all this mess.
All of this vague shit, seriously? Seriously. This is just a point of like, well, how do I know she didn't say this? Of course she was testing your loyalty. Do you not know who Chantel is? Do you really, really believe, does this chat believe that Chantel thought that Missy knew was somebody she could rely on? Outside of the fact that Missy Lou kissed her ass every damn time, okay? That she saw that she was somebody who was a geezer, just like the rest of them, that gave her, carte blanche to be who she is. All of a sudden now, she doesn't have anything to do with her because of this cat stuff. Where were you months and months and months and months ago when people were yelling at her that her cats? Now she's a cat abuser. Even though, yes, it's been obviously proven by all of the recent goings on, but still, you were there for so long and you saw this woman for what she was doing all the time. And you mean to tell me now you see her as a cat abuser? That kills me. That kills me. Well, why she's thinking this way now, she shouldn't have said had stuff. Exactly, Dainty. Exactly.
He said, like, address your community post that Sala has a wife and kid.
I allege that Sala has a wife and kids. Or child. The campground, to my knowledge, is a place, obviously, where people can go to camp, but it's also a place for Muslim men to unite with their families and their different wives and children, because you're not allowed to live in the same home.
Where the hell does she get this stuff? It's fascinating. Hey, Stranded. It's good to see you, Stranded. Where does she get this? Where does she get this? See, Jessica's better than me because I would have been like, okay, How do you know? How do you know? Where is the proof of this? Muslim men go to this campsite to deal with their illegitimate children. That's basically what you're saying, okay? That they can't, so he can't have Chantel there because Chantel's too jealous. This is the most ridiculous story I've ever heard in my entire life. Does anybody believe this? Does anybody? Hey, Santiago, it's good to see you. Does anybody believe this? Or is she such a magician, this one, that she comes up with these types of fucking science fiction stories on a daily? Seriously, to get the people talking about her. Because she hasn't shut up about Chantel since she left camp. Since she sent that super chat to FFG. She hasn't shut up. She keeps talking and keeps going, I'm going to release the DNs and I'm going to show the DNs. Okay, so show them. Yeah, I would believe that too, Kiki. Exactly, Terrelyn. Exactly. Exactly. Yup. 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 It's when I heard this, and I was like, where does she come up with this as she's going along, as she's talking to Jessica? Then she's like, well, you know what I do know? I do know that there's a campground that they all meet together, and because he's got a wife and kids. What? Where is the proof of this? And why, in the name of all that is holy, why would Salah allow this information to be told to some random stranger on the internet? Like, were they drunk, those two, one night and decided to just tell all to Nissy New? Like, I want to understand that obviously that's not going to be told to me. Oh, okay. Poor Roman gets such a bad, I know. It didn't work out for Roman, but at least with Roman, not to really come to his aid, but I'm going to kind of come to his aid. At least with him, you knew he was trolling. He found it funny, okay? He did his little gorilla videos. Okay, they went a little far sometimes. It was a little too much. But at least at Roman, I know a lot of you don't like him, but there was an endearment side of it, okay? Some people see it as him trying to get clout. Some people see it as him just like having, like, oh, Foodie didn't give him the time of day kind of thing. I think it was just kind of being funny. Hey, Khalid, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is just some crazy stuff. Anyway.
So they have those campgrounds for that purpose. One of the purposes.
Sure.
And when she was there with those kids, I alleged,
exactly,
and I was told that one of those children is Salah's, and that he was trying to get the child to know her, but she's miserable and jealous, and that was what their big fight was when she...
I cannot. She was miserable and jealous. Do you know Chantel is miserable and jealous no matter what? That this would only fit into that narrative because we know that obviously she doesn't like anybody taking, the attention away from her. But even so, like, how the hell does she know? Who is giving her this information? Who? I want to know. I'm sorry, Kiki. Exactly. No, can't think for bachelors in the Middle East, right?
She was in Canada.
Okay, sure, girl.
And she wasn't going to go back. Mm-hmm. And she was saying that it was fake. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he never loved her. And that's what all the fight, that allegedly, the person has told me that that's what all the fights are about now.
Okay, do you really think that Chantel would have gotten over that in 24 hours or less than 24 hours? Because I remember that. That he had been going, he had gone out all night, and she was, that it was like a whirlwind because he suddenly appeared and all of a sudden everything was bright and shiny again. So seriously, if it was this deep, do you really believe Chantel would not have had that shit written all over her face? Or she wouldn't have told on herself? Come on now. Have you not been following her? Have you not seen what she told people that matter? It's like, talk to us about matter and or tell us that you can't talk about matter while you're talking about matter. Come on now.
Because she won't go socialize with the family.
Okay.
Oh, with the other wife, you mean?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, people are asking for proof of it, but I think she explained. I think she's.
I'm not giving the proof because number one,
Because there isn't
once
any.
I say anything, the person who told me will be known to Sala and Foodie, so I'm not saying anything about them. And then the other is, if I say anything or post anything and she decides to target my parents, then what can I do with that?
Okay,
I
because
can't do
your
anything about that.
mama.
We got your mama on panel. Missy has a
Oh,
couple more minutes. Hello.
oh my God, we are not doing alleged. What are we doing? What are you can't put that out and just say, oh, allegedly. Come on,
I have to say allegedly because I can't say that I know it for truth.
but
It's what I was told. I can't say.
why are we saying it if it's not a fact? That just that just gives her, that just makes everything you say just BS.
Well, it's
You can't,
what I was told.
Damn you. Damn you, yo mama. I agree with you. Oh, what's happening to me? I agree with what he's saying. He's right. He's right. He's right.
told by who?
One of their friends.
One of their friends. Now we making up imaginary people. What? Who's there?
Yes.
Who?
Somebody that knows Salah and Foodie in Kuwait.
What? Are we back to this Allah art? I mean,
I don't think it's Allah.
Honestly, this is the same thing. Allah would just drip, 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 drip. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and then just walk away, and then you just be like,
Right, exactly. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to send the messages and stuff because they could just be a way to they could be just trying to drum up their own drama as well.
Bro, you doing the same thing.
With them, yeah. Well, if I'm saying this stuff, then yeah, I guess I am.
I know. Well, you just doing this drip, 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 drip content. Get your weight up, and then you leave us all high and dry. Like, what is this about?
I wasn't going to until she started messaging, whoever started messaging my parents. And then I'm not like, because this is just the internet to me. This is just YouTube. This has nothing to do with my everyday life. This is entirely...
This has everything to do with your everyday life. This girl is constantly making videos. Constantly. And I don't watch her channel. I don't continue with her. I don't. I refuse to. She's like an S-jam to me. I really cannot deal with her. Okay? That seriously? It's like putting the little... Yo mama is correct. It's like putting out little breadcrumbs to see what rodent is going to come out and get them. Seriously. It's like, oh, let me get the attention. Let me get the attention and see who's gonna believe me that it's all alleged. I can't say who it is because I don't want to put them out there like that. Like, are you kidding me in this community?
Nothing to do with my everyday life.
You've been spending time with Beauty Beauty over I don't know how long.
Thank
you. Know how
you.
you two get down.
Yes.
Y'all both got down in the dirt. I mean, don't sit
Aw, thank you so much, Our Lady. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. Thank you so much. Hey, Paris, welcome.
here and say, oh, well, I'm innocent on this and I don't know what a
I never said I was innocent. I never said I was.
So you admit that you know what a sock account is and you got a sock account.
Of course I know what a sock account is, but I don't have a sock account. But I know what one is.
Wrong answer.
Say that again?
You never had a sock account the whole time you knew Beauty Beauty.
Never.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer. She never had a sock account. Was she not that Sala sock, the Fruity Beauty and Sala account not that long ago? Wasn't that her? That I'm talking before they started the vlogging stuff. Wasn't that her in the chat? You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I agree with you, Perfectly Imperfect, and I'm not even sitting up here trying to make fun of that. That the delusions of grandeur have gotten the best of her. I will say that. I agree with you. She's on the level of Purple Glitter. Maybe not as far gone, but she's on the level. Hey, Doublehead, it's good to see you, girl. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Just tell me if she was not that Sala and Chantel sock account, because I thought that was said to be her. Angel, right? I think she did too. I did. You would have to, because if Foodie does, and we know she does, because she makes that very abundantly clear, why wouldn't you to keep up with her? Even some actual viewers have said that they have sock accounts just to go into It's like when people used to go and troll Natter or Chantel or any of the reactors they didn't like. They would go under different accounts. So come on now. You're going to tell me she's clean? I don't think so.
Not once.
Oh my God, the cap is out of control.
I never
agree.
did.
You was doing the dirt for her behind the scenes with your
I
own
did.
account?
Okay, but this is the thing. Everybody's saying I did the dirt behind the scenes. I didn't. I did it on my actual channel.
Oh, and that
My
makes it
actual
better.
channel. So when I posted stuff about just breathing, it was on my actual channel. If I posted a meme about her or whatever, it was on my channel. If I went and attacked Sarah Jane, it was on my channel. I never did it in any.
Girlfriend, do you understand that at the time that you were Chantel's little concubine, okay, people would go to your channel to see those things. So you had a lot of people seeing those things. Don't sit up here and say, "Oh, it was all, I only did it from my channel." That's bad enough. That's bad enough because Chantel is now in your corner because you're in hers. It's I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of a thing. Come on now.
Any other name but my own. And that's why when that stuff went down with Foodie Beauty, when the stuff went down with Little Mama, I sent actual video apologies to all those people I targeted on my page with my own mouth. Okay, so I never did anything for her in any sock account. Whatever I did, I did with my own face, because I don't, if I'm going to say something about somebody, I'm going to say it with my own face and own it. I'm not going to go in a sock account and be a coward about it. I'm going to say it with my own face. And that's exactly what I did with those people. So if I posted a meme about them, I did it on this account with either my own voice, or I typed it on this account, or I made a meme and posted it.
Okay, so the T and Sass's daughter thing. You thought
the T and Sass's daughter thing, somebody emailed it to me and said, "This is T and Sass's daughter. She said the stupid woman left her." That's what she said, not me. Left her profile public. Here's her daughter.
Who emailed
Give it to Foodie. So I did.
Okay, but who emailed it to you?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Who emailed it to
the
you?
T and Sass's daughter to you?
Jeez.
I don't know. It was under some account named.
It's always I don't know some mysterious.
I don't know who the person was because their name was just.
Mysterious man.
I'm sorry though that if you're getting that type of information from I don't know, you need to tell me. Okay. Okay. Hold up here. This isn't like your regular content creator, correct? She's a ZID, or she was a ZID, right? She does her dolls, what have you. That's all that she's basically known for. The only reason anybody pays any goddamn attention to her is because she was tied to Foodie in a very personal way, right? But she's not somebody that you would go to on a daily. That's still, okay? This kind of stuff, if you are receiving things in your DMs, your email, what have you, and it's like, ooh, I got some stuff, ooh, you're going to remember who sent it to you. So I called DS on this too.
But, Mama, you're not listening to me. The email that was sent to me, how am I supposed to know who the person was? They had some sort of name, like it was like Gontel or something like that. It wasn't even.
Exactly.
Can you hear me? We have Rhonda on the. Rhonda has joined panel.
This gets crazy, y'all. I don't know if you guys were privy to this, but this is a current, not even a former, a current VIV that knows Nissy New. And she drags Nissy New as far as I'm concerned. She's like, hold up, hold up here. And Nissy New plays the "who are you? I don't even know who you are" type thing, which I thought was funny. Yeah, they had some sort of name, right? Exactly. Yeah, she's a mess, but she dragged her.
She is a VIB, I believe.
Why are we always got a mysterious man though? Why is this mysterious person always?
Can you hear me, Jessica?
I agree.
I can hear you, Rhonda. Hello, welcome.
Missy, you gonna block me now?
I didn't block anybody. What are you talking about?
Block everybody.
I don't even know who you are.
Right now. You do know
I don't
who
even
I
know
am.
who you are.
Lies.
You don't know me, Rhonda, from Chantel's chat for the last 7 years. Please.
Well, okay, I know the name Rhonda, but I don't know who you are, and I've never heard your voice before.
I didn't say you know me personally, but you see my name.
Okay, so you're in Chantel's chat. Great. Go ahead. Go on with what you want to say.
You're the lies that you told. You're telling everybody lies.
No, how do you know? How do you know anything, Rhonda? Exactly how do you know anything?
You do not know Salah or anything about anybody in Kuwait. Everybody's looking at you like the fool that you are.
Are you kidding me?
Look at the chat.
Salah was the
Everybody's
only person.
Nobody said
I'm
anything
the
to your
only
mom.
person that Salah talked to or added onto Instagram.
You think. That's what you think. That's what you think. You don't
That's not a flex. By the way, that's not a flex.
think any of us talk to
Melinda,
Chantel behind
all
the
we
scenes?
know about you is you have a stupid bird that talks, and you wanted to say Beezer.
You play baby dolls. You play house with your baby dolls all day long. My
Okay,
bird's
do you
real.
not understand
I don't play with baby
satire? Rhonda, do you not understand satire? Do you not understand satire? I don't think you understand satire, do you? Do you understand satire?
Shut up for a minute. I would never turn on Foodie, even if she didn't want anything to do with me.
That's
Good for you that you
unfortunate.
would never turn on food.
That's unfortunate, Rhonda. I'll have to say that. I'm trying to be diplomatic, but that's unfortunate. She would know. I would never turn on Foodie. Well, you'll have your moment. Hi, Hatista. You know what? I'm with you, girl.
But I'm sorry, she's an animal abuser. Foodie's an animal abuser. I could care less about her.
Leave the word alone.
Imperfect, but then I did dox perfectly imperfect. You doxed everybody that decided this. You have stock accounts.
No, I don't. I don't have any sock accounts. Rhonda, how can you prove I have sock accounts?
Hold on, I gotta ask this question though.
No, stock
All right,
accounts. I say I don't want to play on me everything.
Hold on 1 second.
Missy
All right,
Moon,
let's
Missy
ask.
Moon,
Let's try to ask questions
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of fight. Let's try to
Yeah,
ask
instead of
questions.
fight.
Sorry, but she's
Missy
the
Moon,
way
I
the
got-
lies is
yes.
not remote
I got-
ridiculous.
hold on.
But go ahead, Mama.
Okay, Missy Moon, I gotta ask you this question. Did you lie to Feudy Beauty when you told her that you didn't see in that super chat?
I absolutely did.
You lied to her.
I did because she went psycho on me.
Because she didn't let you kiss her ass. She didn't want to be your friend like that.
I
You
could care
involved
less.
yourself in her
When I
life.
found out she abused
it
that
was
cat
weird.
like that,
But
she
why-
gets my
I'm
ass.
gonna leave the cat alone. My God, the cat's fine.
Hold on.
Okay. See, this is something that would not happen here. I would not allow this. The over talking. There is a point where you have to tell people to hold up because they're not being heard. Okay. So I'm like flabbergasted. I lost my entire thought. I am flabbergasted. I have to go back a little bit. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm flabbergasted. Hang on. Say that again.
Satire, do you? Do you understand satire?
Shut up for a minute. I would never turn on Foodie, even if she didn't want anything to do with me.
Good for you that you would never turn on Foodie, but I'm sorry, she's an animal abuser. Foodie's an animal abuser.
Oh, Nissy, come on now. Okay, I got my thought where I was going with that. Okay, the whole SFG chat thing, right? She's like, I lied to her because she went psychotic on me. Yeah, but so what? If you claim that it's not that deep and that this is like just the internet, what the fuck do you care if she knows that you gave the super chat to another creator? Okay, albeit that it's somebody she doesn't like, that your loyalties were obviously still on her and you don't want to rock the boat here. This girl is so painfully obvious too. It's sad.
I could care less about her.
Perfectly imperfect, but then I did dox perfectly imperfect. You doxed everybody that decided this. You have sock accounts.
No, I don't. I don't have any sock accounts. Rhonda, how can you prove I have sock accounts?
Hold on, I gotta ask this question though.
No, sock
All right,
accounts. I say I don't want to play on me everything.
Hold on 1 second.
Missy
All right,
Moon,
let's try to ask questions
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of fight. Let's try to ask
Yeah,
questions.
fight.
Sorry, but she's the
Missy Moon,
way
I
the
got-
lies is
yes.
not remote
I got-
ridiculous.
hold on.
But go ahead, Mama.
Okay, Missy Moon, I gotta ask you this question. Did you lie to Feudy Beauty when you told her that you didn't see in that super chat?
I absolutely did.
You lied to her.
Why?
I did because she went psycho on me.
Because she didn't let you kiss her
Agree,
ass. She didn't want to be
Santiago.
your friend like that.
I
You
could care
involved
less.
yourself in her
When I
life.
That's
she abused me.
bullshit. That's bullshit. Yes, you can care. Obviously, you did care. Because why would you lie about something like that? If you think she's such an animal abuser, and you went over to SFG, because I was in that fucking chat when that happened, and you did that, okay, SFG didn't want to have any part of it, which I don't blame her in that capacity. You're trying to crawl back into the graces of the community because all of a sudden you had a come to Jesus moment about Chantel. Oh, now she's a cat abuser. Like, where were you? This shit isn't going on for, I don't know, a year, more than that. As long as she's been in the villa with those cats. You didn't think that she was an animal abuser then, but now everybody's jumping shit. So now it's like, oh, maybe it's time for me to jump shit too. That I'm not gonna make it obvious that I'm jumping shit. I'm gonna try and keep my friendship with Chantel. That I'm also gonna crawl to the enemy too. Like, you're not very smart.
Like that.
But
She
why?
gets my ass.
Hold on.
No, what's not fine?
Hold on. Okay. Hold on, Rhonda. Dang. Hold on. Okay, so you believe that Beauty Beauty was a cat abuser and you was upset and you was mad at Beauty Beauty. So
Exactly.
you went over there, you gave a donation to FFG, you
Yep.
gave that donation. Beauty Beauty confronted you and said, hey, was that you? You lied to her, right?
Well, she said to me, I don't want to hear anything but yes or no. And because I spoke privately to her about certain things about my family and whatnot, I didn't know what to say because I didn't know how she was going to react because she's a piece of shit. And look what she did with Shannon.
You knew exactly how she was going to react. That's why you lied to her. Why is this like, this is not rocket science here, my friends. Okay? You knew exactly how she was going to react. Anybody, we're not even friends with Chantal, we know how she would react. Right?
I mean, all you had to do was say, yes, I was me and I'm not.
Exactly. So I say, yes, I did that. And then she starts releasing my stuff. I don't think so.
They had to do a deep dive to find out it was you.
All they had to do was wait for the thing to come up. That's all they had to do. And then they could click on it and see it was my profile.
So if you're willing to lie multiple times to Beauty,
I wasn't willing to. I lied once to her. One time about the super chat. That was it.
You didn't lie because you were scared of Beauty Beauty. You lied because you wanted to still stay in Beauty Beauty.
Thank you.
That's not true at all. In fact, I told her I was stepping back and she freaked out on me. And I have the voice messages about it. She freaked out on me and said that I wasn't there the night that BBJ was taken. And how could I not be in her chat? Because she knows I was online because I sent a message to FFG. She freaked out.
Okay, I got that. Okay. Well, okay, on the Tia Sass's daughter thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You picked it up to Beauty Beauty and you thought that Beauty Beauty was going to use it. Was you not joking with Beauty Beauty saying, damn, look at how big she is, and Tia Sass got the nerve to talk shit about you?
Was I what?
Was you joking?
I wasn't joking when I said that. I meant that.
Okay. So you knew Beauty Beauty was going to take that and be like, damn, she's a hypocrite.
Yes, absolutely. But I waited to see if she posted it that day. She didn't. So I'm like, okay, good. I know that I can trust her. And then fucking 2 weeks later, she posted it.
And you thought she was never going to use that photo.
She could just talk back and forth because we did it many times about other people with funny memes I sent. Like I did a stupid meme on somebody. She never posted it. We laughed about it.
But why would you do this with somebody's kid though? I just don't understand.
Okay, but Tia Sass's daughter is like 40-something years old.
So what?
But she had nothing to do with the foodie version.
Exactly, and it was wrong for me to do that, and I said so. So, like
okay,
this was months ago.
It was wrong for you to do it, or it was funny? Because you got a laugh out of it, and then you said, "Oh, good, she didn't post it." But then she posted it 2 weeks later. Like, how do you not understand the way Chantel works? Okay, if she senses that you are going to go a different way, if you decide that you're not going to be there in her chat or whatever the case may be, if she gets her little panties in a bunch, yeah, she's going to do something right back at you. That's the way she is, and you learned from the deaths, didn't you, Missy?
So, and I said it was wrong, and I addressed it, and said it was wrong, and I shouldn't have done it.
Okay, go ahead, Rhonda.
I just want to know why all of a sudden you have all this information against Chantel when you
okay, you want to know why I'm pissed right now, Rhonda? It's because I waited over a month.
You all of a sudden want all this information that you're telling everybody that you have, but you won't release it. Do you know how that makes you look?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how it makes me look. Okay, can I answer your question?
Who has Chantel ever gone after physically, like calling the cops, and she's going to come out?
Natter?
She did not go after Natter. She dropped everything.
But she still went and did shit.
Listen, she did to you, though.
Real quick, is that Foodie, anytime she has threatened the law, has always been capped every single time. I do not.
Right.
I don't think.
Can I answer the question that Rhonda asked me?
Okay.
I'll tell you this. I didn't say a thing on Foodie for over a month, but I listened to every live stream she did where she called me messy poo, called me psycho, made fun of the hobbies I had without me saying one fucking negative thing about that shit-faced piece of shit. That's why. And then I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with her.
Trying hard to be her friend. How many times did she?
Akasha, thank you so much. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for gifting. So all of you who do not have a membership and to become part of the turnouts, make sure you've got your gift receiving on that you can. Thank you so much, Akasha. She's a doll. I love her. Yay! Welcome to the turnouts, guys. Thank you.
She told you to
Again.
kick rocks, and then you guys became friends again.
Kick
You had
rocks.
Shannon to home. You
One
were an
time
internet
she told
friend,
me.
not
One
Shannon.
time when I brought up that Salo was being homophobic. One
Oh
time.
my God.
We know Salah is homophobic. The whole world knows Kuwait is homophobic. That's not a secret.
So I
Doesn't
met
mean that-
after she's the one that came and apologized to me about that, not the other way around.
Okay, so your problem with her is that Salah's homophobic. We knew that when she first
I
met
didn't
her.
have no.
So why won't-
That's not what I said.
We
My
did.
problem was with her. I could care less what his opinions are. My problem with her was that she is an animal abuser,
Oh, good.
and she
okay.
doesn't fucking care about it or do a thing about
Okay,
it.
but whenever
And neither do
Okay,
you.
but remember-
Oh, these self-righteous people, I can't. I cannot. I'm going to say this, okay? Sorry, I'm going to say this. Y'all's EIDs are full of shit, okay? The ones that were currently there, the ones that were there in the past. Y'all, outside of a few of you, because I know there's a few of you who are on her ass about certain things, okay? Y'all sat there and were duplicitous to this shit, okay? Y'all watched her do the shit she was doing for over a year and a half, okay? Between the villa, the lack of the cleaning of the doxes. Oh, thank you, Our Lady. Welcome to the turnouts. The lack of the cleaning of the litter boxes, the lack of the going to the veterinarian, okay? The obvious, the way that she was feeding them, the way that she was not feeding them. The smoking in the house, the filth in the house. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Y'all had rose-colored glasses with this chick. I'm sorry. Why do you think there were so many fucking reaction channels? Because the people that sit there are like her zombies. Oh, Chantel, da-da-da-da-da. You're so pretty. Oh, you're so good. Oh, Natter's so good to you. Like, get the hell out of here, y'all. There's a special kind of person that follows, as far as I'm concerned. If you could be this loyal to her, there's something wrong. I'm sorry. Come for me. But that's the way I feel.
Remember when we first found out that she was going to rehome the cats?
Right.
You offered to take the cats.
Of course
I
I did.
offered to take the cats.
Of course
I was
I did.
one of the ones that offered to take the cats as well. You
Oh.
offered pizza place to live in your Airbnb. You
Exactly.
offered to sponsor Sala. Like, Chantel was trying to tell you that's not what she wanted. Like, back off a little bit. We all
She
saw
never
it,
said
you
that
were
at
the one
all.
who-
Rhonda, you have no idea what she said to me about that. No idea what she said to me about that. She was worried. She was worried that FFG was going to
Oh,
make
did I
it so
miss
that he couldn't
something?
get into
Hang
Canada.
on.
So you have
Thrandy, I'm so sorry. I didn't need to miss that. Thank you so much, Thrandy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kiki, it is in the description that I think Akasha, can you just let Kiki know how she can become a member? Yeah. You just have to turn on your just have to turn on the ability to be gifted, and then you can get a membership. All right. Yay!
you have no idea what we spoke
don't
about.
have Canadian powers. SFG does not have his Canadian powers. Canadian powers.
You
Hold on,
yeah,
hold on.
I know what it's about. You have no idea. You're clueless. So I don't
Oh
even
my
think I'm on here
God.
talking
Okay.
to you when I could be getting ready for my Mother's Day tomorrow, which is exactly what I'm going to do because this is a bunch of absolute bullshit.
You don't like it when somebody
Look,
confronts you.
look, Rhonda.
I'm not kissing your ass.
Rhonda,
That's why.
Excuse me? I don't care a thing about you, Ron. I have no idea who you are. You don't even have the courage to show your fucking face.
Oh God.
Yeah,
So
listen,
what am I
I don't
kidding?
understand.
But you
You
have
know who I
anything
am.
to say, Rhonda?
Look,
I
don't
don't
understand.
care one
You know
ounce
who I am.
what you have to say. Not 1 ounce. What I care about is the fact that she used both of those cats and she's currently abusing Harry by having him in a cage after many people have told her not to. He's already showing signs of cage aggression. He already has long teeth. She does nothing but sit and stuff her face, and I'm done with her, and she's a piece of shit. Have a great day. Happy Mother's Day, Jessica. You're beautiful. Goodbye.
For 7 years, but you were trying to be her friend.
Rhonda, why are you going at? Why are you going
Um,
at? Let her get what she want to get off. So
Sorry
what I'm
about
saying
this,
is,
guys.
it is not that.
You guys, thank you so much, Perfectly Imperfect. Thank you so much for your super chat. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. And you as well. And you as well. It's good to be back. Thank you so much. I know, Our Lady, girl. That's what I was saying.
That serious to the point where she
No, it's not. But when she blocks everybody in the chat, but then wants to come in and say shit about stuff, she's lying through her teeth to Jessica.
Yeah,
She's
don't
lying. I mean,
be-
ask the chat.
the only thing I had
Just
about
ask the chat who believes it.
listen. The only thing I had about Missy Moo is it
Oh,
doesn't matter if
same
she reacts
J9.
or she
Thank
does
you.
videos or whatever, the funny ones or whatever, whatever. But the thing is, when she put on a community post claiming that that's Allah was married with a child. I mean, that's kind of
Right,
huge. You know what I mean? That's like
right.
that
I
sounds like
agree.
she said it like it was
Hey,
factual, and that's just what I wanted to get to. I'm like, wait a minute, you telling
Vidal, are you kidding me? In the land of Girlverse, you don't know what's going on. So, right currently, this is Jessica Nessica's live stream from this morning. She has Nissy Nu, Rhonda, who is a VID, and Yo Mama, and they were trying to get Nissy Nu to talk about the receipts that she claims that she has about Salah having a wife and kids, and also they were talking about the doxing, and they're talking about her lying about the FFG, just calling her out on her shit, and she's basically lying to her teeth. Not with these characters, right? I hear you, girl. I hear you.
all these people, you got all this tea, and everybody's waiting and waiting and
Shut up,
waiting.
Melanie.
And then all of a sudden she goes, "Oh no, that wasn't a fact. That was just something that was told to me by some random person." Da da da. That's the only thing we wanted to get to. Like, why are you telling all
That's
these
true,
people that you got all
Santiago,
this
but
tea
even
and
so,
that you
how
got
the
all these
hell would
facts,
she
and then
know?
when we ask you about it, you back down and say it's not true. That's the only thing
Do
we wanted
you
to get
really
to.
think that
Because now it's a
Chantel is
nothing burger.
going to offer that information? All right, Chantel, not for nothing. I shouldn't say this because Chantel will tell anybody. But why tell Nissy Nu out of all these people? I mean, you'd have to understand that she's not exactly the brightest bulb in the universe. You know what I'm saying?
Burger. That's all I want. That's all I wanted to ask her about. That's all we wanted to get to.
Did
I
she leave?
I think what Missy needs to prove right now is that this email was not doctored as an excuse to not drop DMs.
I don't think
Yeah.
she, do we
Oh
really
my
believe she got
God!
an
Thank you,
email?
Cloud Goblin.
I don't know. Like, I can't say that I'm a good judge of it because I think people would say, despite I talk a lot of shit, that I'm too nice, and I don't know all the
You are.
lore and everything with
You
Missy.
do.
And it's weird because on her community tab, she did say that it was an email,
Oh,
and then now
Kitty,
she's
thank you
saying it
so
was like a
much,
post
honey.
on
Appreciate the
a
chat.
public
Thank you. I
website for the
appreciate
church,
that.
which does kind of make sense because of how the format looks. But she needs to show that format is the same in other messages. Show it with it less cropped or something, and
Yeah.
she needs to drop the voicemails that
Hey,
clear
Night.
her name. She doesn't even have to drag Foodie, but she could clear her own name.
Yeah,
But she needs to do that.
and
Foodie,
the biggest thing is that came out of that is she was doxing her like own kids' names and family names, and then
Yeah.
she talked about the church. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you like? Are you baiting people? Like, just you could have covered all that stuff up and
Thank you,
said you got
Night.
a
Thank you so much,
nasty email,
hon.
covered all. She just got all these words out there, and I'm just like, girl, that's not how you do it. Like, what are you doing? Like
If
cover
you've
all that
been
stuff
in,
up. But
if you've been
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Chantel's chat
Santiago.
since the
Yeah, yeah,
beginning,
like,
yeah,
like
are you
yeah.
trying
years
to bait
ago,
people to do crazy
I
stuff?
was going to say that still, how much information do you really trust with these people? Or are you telling them this kind of shit to test them to see if they'll use it against you later? See, that's what I'm saying. You never know. You don't understand these kinds of people.
Like, don't do all of that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Say what you said in your email, and then just say that she did this or whatever. And then
He
and
does,
now you going
Angel.
back, and now we can't believe you because then right after you said that, you made another post talking about Salah got a woman,
Hey,
he got
much
a
love to
child
Heart
at the
Muffins.
goddamn
Good to
campsite.
see you.
I want to address it. So someone's
we,
saying that I'm too soft with Bali, SG, and Missy. The reason I'm soft is because it's not that serious to me because it's online and I feel like I'm a spectator. So I don't have like this deep passion to dislike or go against these people. I really don't have it. And I think that's what makes my channel interesting is all these people are open to come talk here because
I agree with Jessica to a point. Okay, I do agree that I think sometimes you have to get a little firm with some of these people because they will take over, and I think that's what people in the chat probably feel like. Yolanda is a strong personality, Missy Nu, strong personality. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the characters that screw everything up. So when they get on panel and they start talking, it's like it's a whole circus of things going on. So you really can't get a straight answer. I mean, Yolanda, I will say this about him: he's actually doing decent on here right now, but sometimes having all these people in the same room and all this chaos flying and everything like that, it's cool for a moment, but as a content creator, you got to know when to kind of like dial it back too, because it gets stressful and it can get to the point, where it can mess things up for you as well. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of do understand that. I agree that sometimes you got to dial it back, especially with certain people. Maybe not everybody in her chat, but certain people definitely. Hey Stella, oh my goodness, good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Because I don't have that
Right,
abundance
and you do
gratitude.
look at things from both sides.
Mhm.
That's what I like about your channel is you do look at things from the
And
perspective
so do
of both people.
I.
Well, thank you. I'm just saying I'm
Okay,
not trying
But
to.
anybody that
I'm gonna say it because ain't nobody else saying it. So do I. Cauliflower, her channel. If you are on that channel, I see both sides. Just letting you know. Just letting you know.
I'm aware that Missy's looking
anybody
real
that's been
sus
in
right now. I'm aware
sorry.
of that, but I can't
But
prove
anybody
anything.
that's been in
Everything is so
Chantel's
messy. It
chat
doesn't
as
even make
long,
sense, right?
Yeah, no,
you
I'm just saying, like Missy Moose said, like it's Mother's Day, and you know what I'm saying, everything is going on. It's like why put yourself through that stress on on a day before and all this, because you know that's what everybody's going to ask for. All these reaction channels immediately when Missy Moo was spilling that little tea, they immediately went live with everything that Missy Moo was saying. It's like, girl, did you not know that this was going to come down on you and people were going to ask for receipts? Like that's it.
And here's the thing: is like, okay, the timing of the email. So Missy said she was going to give us information, right? And then all of a sudden she gets this email. So that looks sus, but it also makes sense that Foodie could possibly be getting defensive and want to send something like that to shut Missy up.
Nah.
So I'm not
Facts,
sure what to think about it,
Nah.
especially because both of them don't have credibility.
facts. Facts. Yeah, I think that this was a bait. Like this was like, oh, I'm gonna bait you into a fight, and then Feudy Beauty, of course, she gonna respond, and she gonna be like, hell no, I never did nothing to this, da da da. And then here, Miss Blue, I'm mad too, and blah blah blah. That's why your husband is got a wife and a kid over here at a campsite, and it's like, whoa,
See,
are you really going?
again,
You really?
again, 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 again. That is some strong stuff to be putting out there. And again, I don't like Salah. I do not like Salah. But if that is his life, which is not uncommon in that in the Muslim community. It's not uncommon. I mean, come on. There are men that have multiple wives and children and things of that nature. Again, it's not uncommon, but it's not our business unless it is said and proven that that is the case. That's the whole thing about this.
Really going
Right.
in. And then when you get asked about the campsite and the wife, it's like, oh no, I don't know. Somebody told me I got it from. It's
Right,
always she's getting it
exactly.
from somebody, and she never takes responsibility for her shit. That's it.
Thank you, Our
well,
Lady.
and when I think it was you, your
Thank
mama said, "Oh, are
you.
you saying Allah or
You know what's funny about that? I was just listening to that, not I think like 2 weeks ago. I was listening to that. I was like, holy crap, how did I hold that down? Because that freaking chat was crazy. You guys are so angry. And it was like trying to keep everybody, where they were getting their questions answered, and at the same time, like Veronica kept talking, and it was like so nuts that, yeah, I try. I really do. Thank you, Gail. I'm glad you got free membership. My talk is locked. Jenna, are you talking locking again?
somebody said that?" She said, "I don't think it's Allah." Well, then if you don't think it's him, who is it? If you don't know who it is,
Yeah, that's it.
you know. And she goes, "I don't think it's him." Well, then who? You said a friend of theirs. Like Missy knows everybody in Kuwait now. Like
Yeah.
she just sounds like she's lying through everything. I mean, just it sounds crazy.
And I,
Yeah,
I
And
think my
Chantel,
it's
to
crazy.
see Chantel try to sneak an
Listen.
email, I
Listen.
think she get caught.
Look, I gave her credit on the video with the milky milk video.
I think we all know that Foodie, anytime she brings up anything legal, is cap. Like, I would not be afraid of it. Now, I get that.
Right.
Okay, so hear me out with this. So Missy's saying, like, I don't want to talk about XYZ because I'm concerned about my family. But while she was just on this in this chat, she said the state they lived in, their profession, the
Yeah,
website, her kid's name. So how scared are you really?
crazy.
And
That's
she's calling
crazy.
Foodie all kinds of names on the chat. Like she's not going to hear that. Chantel could get
And correct me if I'm not wrong, but I do recall seeing Missy Moo on the farms. In fact, it was there a long time ago with the rest of them, with Ashley Lamborghini and what's his name, Selfie King and all that. I do recall that the farms had an entire page dedicated to these people.
get mad about that and do whatever she thinks she was going
That's
to
the
do.
that was the bait for me right there when she said she had all that information.
Yes, I saw
They
Our
got
Lady.
stands out here and they got people out here that ride with Foodie and do all that crazy stuff. They got stands. I was like, that was the bait, man. She's baiting people to do shit. Like it's crazy.
I
I
want to
would
know
never do something like that. I mean, their real life is messed up. That's
I don't
just,
think nobody do
too
nothing.
many people do that now.
And I think she does got the right to like say, hey, I got a nasty email, like check this or da da da. And it's just like, go to the authorities and be like, you getting these threats, you know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah.
family's getting these threats, you know.
but can I
That's how you gotta do it.
I want to say something too. Is the major thing with doxing is that it's just intimidation. Because honestly, what could anybody? Maybe I'm wrong. Like I don't think that it would be a violent situation in any way. I don't think it's that far. So what could anybody really do to Missy Moo's family's charities?
Right.
I think they could give some nasty reviews.
Again, I don't agree with this because, as far as any kind of information, if you dislike somebody that much and their information is out there, obviously there are ways to do some nasty things. Okay? I mean, we've seen it happen. People go a little too far. But yeah, it doesn't matter because, once you get involved in public places, I mean, anything that Chantel does and she puts out there, people are already, like calling hotels or calling restaurants or things of that nature. So I don't agree with that. That you can do some really crafty things.
And just like, I mean, people are just nasty out
But
there.
then you'll know for a fact it's foodie, and there you go, it's proven.
But really, like, I look at all the people that left the nasty reviews at the restaurant in Kuwait, or all the hotels that Chantal and Sol or Natter thought they could sneak to. And
Yeah, but Doe-Eyed Cookie, how are they going to lose a job when it's their own business?
Yeah. Well, still, it's like, I mean, you don't want to be changing your number and doing all that
Exactly,
stuff like that.
Angel.
People, I think it's just like a headache. I mean, it's cool if you just want to, talk trash or like you do, you drag people, but at the same time, like people are comfortable to come on your show and stuff like that and talk to you. Like, I mean, that's cool, but the whole like going the extra mile shit is just crazy. But
And I'm not saying nothing bad would happen. Like when I'm asking it, it's like generally asking a question, like, what do you think someone would really do? So I guess it would just be annoy them or harass them. I don't know. I think at this point,
I
someone just
wouldn't
needs
put
to
that
prove
out
something
there.
either way. But
I wouldn't ask that question as a general question, like, oh, what could you really do? You really don't want to dare people, especially this day and age. And honestly, again, let's face it, there's a lot of, like, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of, like, instability and mentally unstable people that are in this community. I'm sorry that there would have to be, to go to this length of these things to make up, emails and threaten people and talk about kids and go to people's work and call people's job. I mean, some people get a little too far with this stuff. So just saying.
I do think that Missy Moo is riding the clout wave, which I don't hate on anyone for because I love to insert myself and ride a clout wave. But I think she's
Exactly,
doing too much
Jadelle.
too
Exactly.
soon. Because of her reputation in the community and that
You can't get too comfortable.
like all the different arguments with random people, it's making her look like she's just not looking credible at this time. And it's normally people think Foodie's the worst one.
There you
So
go.
the fact that they can't even pick who's lying and who's telling the truth says a lot.
We sit here, we laugh, okay, because a lot of this is funny, and I know a lot of this cannot be taken. But then there are people that do take this seriously. There are, if you guys remember, okay, she had obvious TDS that were following her, okay, Karate Joe, DLF. These people are not stable. These people are sick and psychotic. And yes, there are people that can be silent, that you'll never see or hear from, that can come out of the woodwork, and God forbid. You know what I'm saying? So no, I wouldn't put it out there saying, oh, what can these people do? They can do stuff. They can do stuff.
yeah, like
Sorry. Oh.
Oh, hello?
she came back with another thing, and then the email thing, and then the Salah's husband. It was like it was a lot at once, and I was just like, girl, that's not the way you do it. Like, you got a lot of clout off that video. Just leave that up, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, I mean, Fury responded to her. She clapped back beautifully, and that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how it's supposed to go. But all this extra stuff, and then these, the email thing is not an email, it's something else, and then my family and and then you can't explain it. Like, people want to know if somebody is doing nasty shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give us the info, and then we can run with it, and then we can, if it is Beauty, we can diss the shit out of Beauty. You know what I'm saying? And really go hard at her. But
If you think about it, that's why a lot of us don't want to be featured on the farms, okay? Because once they get you there, then it's all this information out there. You know what I'm saying? And again, in the wrong hands, a person that, if somebody really detests you and dislikes you, they'll go that route. They'll go that extra mile. I'm not saying that that's what I hope for anybody, because I don't. I would never want to see anybody ever get hurt or harmed or whatever. Nobody should go in real life with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all. This is all stuff that's supposed to be entertainment, and unfortunately, it gets to this point, and that's when it gets scary. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But now everybody's unsure. Like, wait a minute, who's lying? You know what I mean? So
I think it is possible that Missy Moo has more information than the rest of us because, okay, so one of the DMs Missy Moo sent me, right? It seemed like it had no tea, but it showed that they were close because they were talking about like their sex lives, basically. So to me, that shows that they did have some type of friendship. Does that make sense to you? Like, I think Missy Moo could know stuff, but I don't. But some of it could just be fake because she wants to get attention. Like, who knows? Because everything is so convoluted. It just, you really don't know. Okay, so Lynn says she 100% has tea. I want to know, do you guys think she could be just like out, like Roman and Allah,
look,
where they ride?
Look. Okay, just say, okay, Jessica, say you got in the beef with Feudy Beauty, right? You guys fell out. She said,
I'm
fuck
dropping
you.
all the receipts instantly.
Exactly.
Everything.
She's been beefing with this girl for a month, and now all of a sudden she wants to release it. She just was on Just Breeze's show. She spilled all her guts. She spilled everything, but she held some in her back pocket. You believe that?
I find that to be incredibly hypocritical of Just Reason as well. To have somebody like Missy Moo on there, I thought she was another one who wasn't too, she's not the biggest foodie supporter. I know she doesn't like foodie, but I don't understand that angle either. Like, why are you allowing? This is not a person that you want to feature on your channel as somebody who's actually going to be someone who's telling you the truth. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. That's what I'm saying. You kind of side-eye that too. Like, what? Like, I understand why Jessica did it, but I don't understand why Derizi would do it. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't get it.
I think she has tea.
I know, Akasha.
I think
But
she does.
she spilled all that on Just Breeze's show. She went on Just Breeze's show. She went on another show. She went on her own show. She did like 4 or 5
And
videos. And
what's it Derizi, Missy New, Nyani, like Yonana, like it's centering around Jessica still, and I don't get that either because I know that she doesn't like her and what have you. That it's like drop it now at this point. Like, I don't understand why that keeps going on. As I'm saying, it's like, again, pick your sides. If you like this person, you're not supposed to like the other person, and if it's so like weird to me.
got more.
You know why though?
Are you calling me holy Kiki?
I think Missy Moo is a clout chaser. I'm going to consider myself a clout chaser too, okay? So I think Missy Moo went on Breezy's panel to clear her name, but she didn't drop it all because she wants to monetize her own shit on her channel.
But she did that though. She dropped 4 videos on her own channel after the Just Breezing thing.
That's true, and it didn't have any messages. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you remember she showed the whole Salah's friends are texting me. Let me show you guys the receipts. And you remember she kept showing the likes and Salah's friends on Instagram and all that other stuff like that. Then after that, she did another video, and then she kind of like.
I'm gonna say this. I'm surprised that Derizi didn't knock up with Nanti, because the two of them to me are very similar. Very, very similar. As far as like when content happens, it's immediate with Derizi, it's immediate with Nanti. Like, it's like, Chantel is live, da 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 da. Like, back when I started doing this, I was doing it too, because I didn't understand, at the time, like live streaming, everybody was kind of yeeting and doing the same thing, like stream sniping. So I kind of did the same thing, and then it got too much. It was too much to follow. It was too much to keep up with, and it's like, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I understand the obvious thing that it takes away from the content creator. Not that I care about Chantel, but it does take away from them. Yeah, I hear you, Kiki. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Akasha. See, that's interesting. That's interesting. I see another collaboration.
Okay, that's enough. And then she comes back like now, and now she says, "Oh, I got some more." Like, okay, the perfect time to spill it was when it was hot. Now it's kind of like cold, and everybody's like, "Okay, what do you got?" And now she's saying like, "Okay, I may have something, I may not have something."
Jenna, I got that.
I would say this is like, I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but like,
Kiki.
So
I'm telling you,
my name became known because of Natter, right?
I would
but like
not.
My channel grew
let me tell
like,
you something about this community that would not surprise me. It would not. I would think Sunlight Breezy had a little bit more integrity than that. That, you know what, lately what I'm hearing and the things that are being said and the just the, you know, the obvious gatekeeping of recovery and saying things about other people and it's getting gross, and to the point, like he does the same kind of shit. You know, oh, when Jessica did this, or when this person did that, or when, Gigi was a drunk. And come on, man. I honestly would not be surprised.
My content or my personality. But for instance, like you have like a Roman or a Allah whose names are known. So they try to use that to grow a channel, but they do it by like pretending they have tea or milking the same old shit over and over. So I don't
Yeah,
know which one Missy is, right?
yeah. Allah was like the king of that. That boy was slow rolling, slow rolling, slow rolling, slow.
Cash app ding me, baby.
Cash App Ding. The
Give me to
God,
1,000. That way he gets monetized. Give me 1,000 and I'll tell you something.
man,
That's why
God.
he's daddy though. He's a businessman. He had nothing to say whatsoever.
You
He
know,
told
you
me,
know,
Jessica, I have tea, right? He said, check your DMs, I have tea. And all he did was send me a picture of an Apple Watch, bitch.
tell me why that
Yeah,
man
but you
called
got
me out like 9 times in your chat. Every time I
yeah,
said
but
something in
to
your
be
chat,
honest, I got clout off of him. So it is what it
oh
is.
God, oh God. you, you milked him dry, God.
And again, okay, because, I think it's kind of funny that being in the position that Jessica is in currently, she's reaping the benefits of all this stuff right now. Unfortunately, it always has its dark turns. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you don't take it as seriously as some other creators do, that's a good place to be because it's just about entertaining and having a good time, and that's what it should be about. You know what I'm saying? But she makes no bones about having this like clout chasing ability, and that's endearing to me because I'm like, you know what, at least she's honest about that kind of stuff. That the rest of them, the ones that try to be so hardcore and so loyal and so this is what I do and I would never turn my back on Foodie, or the only reason now that I'm not for Foodie is because she's a cat abuser, like I'm going to go along with the crowd, I'm going to crowd surf this, and it just it boggles the mind again as somebody who's not only a content creator but a viewer. I sit back and I go, do you understand what this looks like? Do you really understand what this looks like? Seriously. I do too. I like Jess. I always like Jess. Do I agree with everything Jess does? No, that I like her. I do like her. Oh yeah, Jenna. Oh, absolutely. And some eyebrows too, by the way.
Dang.
That's how I look at shit though, because I know how people play because I play shit too. Like
Yeah, he thought
Are you Kiki?
this whole stream is a mess. I did bring Rhonda on for chaos. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did bring
See,
Rhonda in for pure chaos because I just
that's the thing too. It's like if you know in this community, if you allow, like, let's say for me, okay, before Natter struck my channel, I had a lot of people that were coming in here that were Natter trolls, that were Natter, even Jessica at the time. She was a Natter supporter. I was like, girl, you can be in here all you want. We don't like Natter, but she was cool about it. You know what I'm saying? So I had no issue with that, and I was glad that, it worked out the way it did. I always say that I try to look out for the people that do what they do. Like I've always told you guys, don't go over there and troll. Don't do this, don't do that. I don't want it to fall back on you. But you guys see for yourselves in this community what happens. You know what I'm saying? And it can either go one or two ways. Either it could be ha ha ha, or it can turn into a huge, huge, huge thing. And that's unfortunately what this type of shit does. This whole thing is going to turn into another huge, huge, huge thing because this is not going to die. There's nothing that dies in Girl First. Nothing that dies. Nothing dies. It's all still out there. The reach of the star. It's still there.
just live for that shit. So I'm sorry if it irritated anyone. Thank you for coming on, Rhonda.
That's cool, hippie. See, the
Oh, Bali made a
angel,
video.
she's,
All right, your mama, we're about to watch
as
Bali.
far as that's concerned, and she says this a lot, I believe her. Like, I was annoyed at first, too, when she first said about that whole GoFundMe thing, that she's like, come on, really? Like, she's really going to do that. Like, I think a lot of people take things too seriously, too. It's like not everything that's put out there is meant to take seriously. That's what I think Missy New was trying to make that tone of that satire. What she does is not satire. It's not funny. Her stuff is just not funny. It's just it climbs on imbecile. But you could tell when somebody is heavily trolling, and I know Jessica heavily trolls. I don't really think she was waiting to go to Kuwait. I don't think she thought anybody in this community was going to afford that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a little crazy.
Ollie's video real quick.
Oh,
I think his
Dolly.
thing is messed up. So
I was not going to comment about this kind of stuff because honestly, this is the kind of stuff that you really don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole. That it seems to be a constant. And now I guess Yolana's involved because now she's this big Yolanda, advocate. That this Dolly thing, ever since it started, like I was tempted on covering it, and then I was like, you know what, I really don't want to, because this is the kind of person that you don't give that kind of attention to, because they love it. They eat that shit up like it's milk in a dish, and this is somebody that you don't encourage. I'm sorry that this is somebody you don't encourage because they're going to keep doing it, and they're going to keep doing it, and it's like it's a jealousy thing. She's got it in for Jessica. Like, she is so jealous of this girl. It's sickening. Ow. Yeah, I hear you, Angel. I hear you. I agree, Akasha. I agree. Like, that's just somebody that's like, she obviously, another one. It's like, I hate to say this, that it sounds too much like the old, and I'm not talking about you, Cousin Aunt, I'm talking about the other two. The nods and natter, right? It was all like, doing his bidding, and then it's all, I'm going to turn on you, and we're going to do this, and then the Sans Dar Lounge stuff, and like, this is what this reminds me of, okay? It's like, you get involved with one of the last people you should ever get involved with on the face of the earth of this community, okay, is natter, okay? There's nothing good about that. It doesn't, I don't care what you think you're doing. There's nothing good about that. So to sit there and say, "Oh well, Jessica, you did this and you did that," yeah, and you did your part too, okay. And now it's like, now you're mad at Jessica because she blocked you when she obviously said, she told you, you were cool with the fact that she told you why she blocked you, and now you're pissed off because you can't get back into the only chat that gives you attention. Come on now. It's crazy. Bye, Angel. It's good to see you too. Yeah, exactly. And I'm wondering if I was one of those channels. I wasn't named, but I was one of those channels. Yup. And it's funny that you guys brought up the Veronica stream, because she was in my chat on that day. I saw an actual comment for her. I was like, holy shit, she actually was in my chat. So I don't think she was somebody that was there a lot, but I think she was there when there was like a lot going on. So it doesn't matter whose chat it was, I think. So she happened to be there. I was like, oh, fun. But yeah, I don't have any connection with that. Hey, Nikki, thank you so much. Thank you. Greetings to you as well, darling. Good to see you. Veronica, I know. Kiki, I know. Well, this goes on about Dally, so I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I wasn't really. I watched some of it, and I just think that she's another one that's really just off the chain. You didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. I agree with Akasha not to give it attention, because the more attention you give to her, the more she thinks that she's something. And that's not something that I like to entertain. So I'm going to start showing this. Thank you, Jessica, for that. So I started talking about at the top of this, and I don't really want to go into the specifics. I just would like to see what the community thinks about it. The FFG against Charlie Gold. So it's sad. It's sad the way it's going. It really is. They're both very strong in this community. They both have a very large following. but they both can be extremely controversial, and there's some stuff in there that is kind of it's I did give her a real chance, Kiki. I tried. It's a lot though. It's a lot when, certain, that's what I'm saying about Jessica's chat. Certain personalities can take over and they can talk over. And I think that's what happened in the whole spectrum of like the Monty thing, when it was supposed to be everybody getting answers about the Monty situation. Veronica's doing most of the talking, and it was out Duda, and Duda did this and Duda did that. But never mind that the sole point was to keep the questions flowing and answered about what Monty had done. Yeah, I see that, Our Lady. I see that. I see that. And again, I don't get involved in the Twitter wars. I stay out of it. I read what's going on. I kind of just take it in and keep my mouth shut. Again, I keep my opinions to myself. And now that we're having this discussion, I keep it to you guys. It's a very sad situation. Yeah, it is. I know, Vidal. No, that was what I was thinking of last night. Okay, I watched Charlie's stream last night. I wanted to see, and she was showing a lot of receipts about stuff that was said in discords and things that were going on, prior. And again, this is all old stuff. Usually, when anyone has the receipts in this community, it's the old stuff. It's the stuff that that it was made to be shown that obviously FFG did know about Nay. She told the community she didn't know. Just saying was involved, and we know how they're not speaking anymore and whatever. Again, not getting involved in that whole situation, but this whole thing between her and Charlie Gold, it's a never-ending story here. It just goes back and forth. And I don't know. I think the looks thing is awful on both ends. On both ends, we don't need to keep going into who's ugly, who's uglier. It's just it makes me as a person, as a viewer. Never mind just a content creator. I'm going to take my content creator status out of this. As a viewer, it's uncomfortable. Because there's some aspects of Charlie Gold I do like. There's aspects of SFG I do like. Do I like everything about them? Do I support everything they say to each other? Absolutely effing not. And that's what happens. The second you say, oh, I like this, somebody goes, oh, you're gone. You're blocked. You're no good. And it shouldn't be this way. It should not be this way. I mean, we all have our preferences. I started the stream with this. We have our preferences in life. Like you did in high school, and you went to a certain group, or you went to a certain friend group. There's like whatever it was. That's what you're comfortable with. Certain people are comfortable with certain others. I get that. There's so many people in this community. There's so many different content creators. Albeit not all of them are that great. I know, Grateful, I know. Albeit, I will say, a lot of them, no thank you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them jumped on the bandwagon. It was like, okay, I'm going to become the reaction channel. But for me, I was about the community from day effing one. From day one. From how things affected you guys to just, dealing with some of the hardcore stuff that was going on, to just like making light of a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm seeing that too. I'm seeing that too. It really is. Hey, there she is. I was hoping you'd come in here, girly. What's up, my other side? How you doing, girl? It's good to see you. And you came in just as I started talking about Charlie and FSG. Yay! Everybody's happy to see Dan Duzel. Woohoo! Yay! Like, listen, it was no secret that I was not a big fan of certain reactors in this community. And then the certain reactors messed with me, right? Okay? Obviously. But for me to keep it going, to keep the same energy, to strike people that still went to that other channel. What's the point of that? I do know that some people go back and forth all the time. Because if I'm not live, and I'm not, and lately I'm, depending on how I feel, that's, you can't always depend that I'm going to be around. So yeah, there's so many different people to go to. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that go to Charlie, to FFG, to Monty, to Kaya, to Gigi, to Milky, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to get your entertainment somewhere. I hope your doggy's okay, Thanthuzled. It is my fault, Our Lady. Do you know why it's my fault? Because I am somewhat linked to Gail. That's why. And I was going to get to that too. Don't worry. I was going to get to your friend Gail. But so it's like the way that people are looking at things now, and I see it on Twitter, like they're finding out these receipts, and this is what she thinks about this, and it's upsetting that it gets to this point, because if these things are true, if this is your nature and this is what you do this for, then you have no business doing it. You're all saying these things in a community that is filled of insecure people. Let's be honest here, okay? A lot of us are insecure. And it doesn't always have to be about weight either, okay? A lot of us are insecure about our person, whatever it is. And we come here to either be entertained or to be part of the community or to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't understand why we got to be like, well, no, my doll is shinier than your doll is. And I had that information before you did, when everybody in this effing community at some point has the same damn information. If it's Chantel, it's the same damn information. Know what I'm saying? I know, Bandoozle. Okay, sure. I shall do that right now. Give me 2 seconds, and I can do that. Talk amongst yourselves. But here's what I wanted to show you guys. This is what I'm saying. That this is not new. This is not a new situation. All right? This is not new. 1 second. Okay. Share. This is not new. If you go through this has been going on for a long, long, long time. All right? Oh, God. So sorry. This is what goes on here. And it's unfortunate that there has been this as long as it's been. They don't like each other. Fine. Don't like each other. That's okay. But now your audiences are suffering because of it, because there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. That's really upsetting. Don't feel, he ate a whole salmon? Oh my goodness. No wonder. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I did watch Charlie's, I understand where she's coming from, and I thought a lot of it was done in a she started out really good, really strong, and then the receipts started to come, and I'm like, here we go again, we're digging, and we're going back to, months ago and years ago, and this is what we all do at Chantel too. It's like it never ends. But people are not going to come to their, they're not going to come to and say, yes, you're right, this is what I did. That's not what they're doing. Yeah. Vidal, it's not just here. You know this. I mean, come on now. You see it all the time. You see it with the other communities that are, doing all this, like, in real life stuff with this suing and going to court and all this other. I can't keep up with this stuff. I cannot do it. All right. Let me find. Okay, if you go to the front of my, I will put the link there. Hang on, y'all. Because all you got to do is go to the front of my, on your computer. Go to the front of my page, and the join button should be there. So let me see. Not again what? Not again what, Kiki? So just go to the front of that on your computer, though. I don't think you can do it on your phone, but you can do it from your computer. Oh, God, help me. Right now, Susie? Is this happening now? Talk about another one that I can't, I don't understand. No, I get you, Dan Doozle. I understand. I like her. You know what? I like Charlie. Hey, James. Thank you so much. I like Charlie. I like her personality. I think she's very calm. I like the way she goes. She can get a little too much too. You know, I don't agree with a lot of things that are said between the two of them. I think it's too much. The calling each other names, the saying how ugly they are. I think it's just too much. Oh, okay. Thank you, Our Lady. I don't know. Listen, listen. Gen Xer sometimes. I don't know. Um. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't, y'all. Let me check something here. Not that I watch him, because he's another one. I can't, y'all. I can't do it. That is one person that I have no affinity for. Because you say how FFG is like Chantel, and I say this guy is the twin. Absolute twin. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Go on your TC and make sure to click the Nunny sign button, select membership, and then hit 3 dots and turn on to their gift settings. Thank you, Vidal. Oh, he's driving now. Isn't that cute? Why? And this is what I don't understand, y'all. This is what I don't understand. How is this content? How? So he's in the Walmart right now, from what I see. But so he drove there drunk. Is that what you guys are saying? No, it's I know who you met. Oh, welcome to Turnouts, Nikki. Thank you for joining. Woo woo. I had to get a signature way of welcoming you guys to the Turnouts. I haven't figured that out yet, but I will. I'm stepping away from girl world in general. Too much real life important stuff happening. I hear you, Dan Dozo. The former of the community, I hear you. I'm the same way. Oh, Fidel, thank you so much for joining the Turnouts. Welcome. You're not stupid. Nikki found it. Yay. Thank you so much for becoming members, you guys. I appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so from what I see right now, he's pushing a cart. I can't deal with him. I can't deal with him. I just can't. That's one person that I have absolute no patience for. Oh, Vidal, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. If you haven't, there you go. Thank you guys so much. Welcome, Sugar and Spice, Nail Nye, Darla, Stella. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Susie, when doesn't he? When doesn't he? See, this is the part where, in real life, it's being brought to YouTube. And that's another thing that drives me crazy. That's another thing that drives me crazy. If you're going to bring that crap to YouTube, be prepared to reap the repercussions of your behavior. Seriously. Seriously. It just, I don't have the patience for that. I don't. It is sad. It's very sad. It's sad to the point of, if you obviously, and you could see it, it's just like Chantel's health, okay? People see it all the time. They post pictures all the time of her cheeks, of her face, of her chins, or, they're like, oh, this is happening, that's happening, they're speculating. It's like, that these people don't seem to care. They're doing it for entertainment. They're doing it to entertain you because it gets them attention, it gets them money. They don't seem to care, and that is blatant, and I hate that. That I can't stand. I didn't see it, Susie. I refuse to watch him. I really do. Exactly, Dan Dozo. Speaking of this, because we have yet to talk about my girl, and let's switch to something a little, even though who knows how light she becomes. How's Gail doing these days? Speaking of Mother's Day, I don't know. I think Gail's like a mom to some of us in the community. She's such a sweetheart, even though she has her world. Oh, she's got Gail's sublime climb 5 hours ago. In life's vast tapestry, a thread of gold, a tale of courage, love and strength. Oh, she's got another story, y'all. She's got another story. I wonder how much this story is allowable to show. Because I'm afraid. Oh no. Oh no, 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 Gail, no, Lizzo, no. Every time I see this. Then I guess you in the chat called the cops or wellness check. Oh, see what I'm saying? And you made a community post saying stop wasting police time. So what does that mean? That's what I'm saying. There you go. That's it right there, Susie. Right there. So you know that your audience is watching what you're doing. Okay? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't know that, Our Lady. Why didn't anybody tell me? Oh crap. Is that, can I show that? Is that allowed? Will she detest if I show that? I'd love to see that. Let me go to her channel. Ms. Tarker. I had no idea, because nobody told me. Okay. Oh, she changed her name, right? Is that her? Is that her, Dark Tarker Rising? Is this still her? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah, I think that's her. It was New Year's Eve. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hey, Dova, how are you? Good to see you. Dark Rising and Petty Stuff. Do we know which channel it was on? Oh, it was New Year's Eve. Okay, let me see if I can look that up. If I can look that up. You guys never told me this. What's the matter with y'all? Yeah, no. All I see is just Gail, 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 Gail. Alright, I'll go back to it. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you. That's okay. That's okay. If somebody can get that link for me, that would be really great. In the meantime, I just want to see what Miss Gail has going on. For now. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't care, dude. Seriously. Like at the end of the day, what doesn't kill you is going to kill you. In his case, that's all I'm going to say. You keep pushing the hands of Satan, okay? You keep pushing the hands of Satan. It's still. I tried that though, Our Lady, and all I get is just her. But if somebody could find that, that would be great. Okay, so Gail's got Gail Sublime Klein. I'll give her a few minutes of this just to see what it's about. If it gets a little too crazy, we can move on. But I'm just interested to see what she's talking about these days. And I think I'll put her on.
All right, I'm going to try to get through this video without coughing from mites. I've got a mite infection in my throat coming from Lizzo's bombs. And yeah, we're getting towards the summer now, so I'm going to have to go for a summer walking strategy, which I've discussed on my walk videos with my supporters regarding Tucker Carlson. Let me go ahead and read the poem first.
Oh, she's going to read this poem, y'all.
Gail's Sublime Climb.
Cool.
In life's vast tapestry, a thread of gold, a tale of courage, love, and strength untold. Gail's journey weaves a path through time, a self-discovery, a climb sublime. From shadows cast by a mother's disdain, a selfish, no-good girl she was named. Her calves once mocked and worth defied, Gail's spirit rose, her strength applied. Through trials and triumphs she has grown, with every hurtful word her resolve has shown. Insecurities a shadow cast, yet Gail prevails, unshackling the past. With every step her spirit soars, Confronting doubts, she opens doors. From a girl with polio calves once shamed, to the sexiest woman alive, love unashamed. Gail's path, a testament to her power, each challenge faced, each passing hour. In the story of her life, she is the hero, embracing every part, from zenith to zero. So, that is another one of Zach's.
That's really cool. Zach Knight, obviously, right? Zach Knight wrote that. That is some really great writing. Imagine somebody writing that about you. That is sweet. That's really nice. That's a nice little Mother's Day gift. I think that was really great. Those words are very eloquent.
Genius poetry. It's just amazing. His poetry is absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I'm going into summer walking strategy now.
Oh, summer walking.
Here in Alabama, it gets really, really hot, starting about mid-May to about, I would say, mid-September.
Yes.
And because I don't have a car, I have to do my grocery shopping really early in the morning. And taking the bus, I do have a grocery store very close.
Kiki, you found the button. Yay! Welcome to Turnups, Kiki. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, yes.
To me that I can walk to, but I also have one that I can take by bus that's pretty close to me. But I try to get all my shopping done by 8:30 if I can, because after 8:30 it gets really, really hot. Yeah, it's yeah. I remember last summer. Last summer I walked. I would get up as soon as the sun came up. I found the best time to go was first thing in the morning. I've pretty much bought everything that I think I would need to buy at stores that don't open until 10 o'clock. Because without a car in the summer months, if I have to shop at a store that's only open at 10 o'clock, I will be boiling. I will get heat stroke practically. And part of my problem is that I have urinary frequency because of the mites and everything. So I like to, I don't like to drink a lot of water when I go out because then I have to pee every half an hour.
Get Gail. I didn't need to know that your urinary frequency, Gail. Didn't need to know that. She endears me because she's telling us about, there's such cuteness that comes from her sometimes when she's talking about, her shopping and, she doesn't like to stay out because of the heat, and then she hits us with urinary frequency. You know what I'm saying?
And so, yeah. I bought some sandals the other day, some really nice flip-flops, very similar to the ones that my mother bought me that I'm wearing right now.
Right?
I can show you. This is what my mother got me. All right. I didn't realize how expensive sandals like this are.
Yeah.
And how hard they are to find. But I actually was able to take the bus the other day to get some sandals. I'll show them to you. They're really nice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got some
sandals. Let's not break the house.
Yeah, these are about $40 a piece. Those sandals my mother got me were expensive. They're a little different, but they're nice. You see, these are actually, they say they're yoga foam. So this is what I like to wear around the house.
Those are cute. I like those.
And I found a place, but I had to take the bus to get out there, and they didn't open until 10 o'clock. But these are really, this is what I like to wear around the house, and I wear them in the shower too.
Oh.
So, yeah, this is,
in case you need
a little
to know
thick
that.
there, but it looks like it'll dry. Let me see. I've got something, what I have on mine, because I wonder if I got,
And that's your
looks like it'll
shirt.
dry. I hope it doesn't get moldy because it's so thick. I guess it looks like it would dry well, though. I guess I'll find out.
Yeah, sandal haul, right? Y'all
I think
didn't know
it'll be
you're
fine.
in for a sandal haul.
It is a little, I just noticed how thick that is. I wonder if the other one's that thick up at the top. You say, why don't you just get thongs? They're uncomfortable. Especially, I like having something like.
Okay, when they said get thongs, they didn't mean the underwear. Just so you know.
Flop up at the top. Let me see what the other ones look like. Yeah, they'll probably dry fine. I mean, sometimes I wear my New Balance shoes out when I go for a walk, and usually and they probably have more material.
Check her out throwing out the names.
Dry. Oh. I'll find out.
Right then, Luzelle?
Right now I'm doing good, but this.
It's all good until that, or she blames Lizzo for something, because she already blamed Lizzo for something. So just get ready, because Lizzo's going to get blamed for something else. I feel it coming.
I've had these almost 20 years, though I didn't wear them a lot. But eventually this thing's probably going to break, and then I'm going to have to replace it. And I figured this is a pretty nice and thin here, though. I like that. That would dry really fast. Actually,
yeah,
I think that'll
dainty.
dry pretty fast.
I agree.
I guess I'll find out.
Don't they have shoes that you could do? Though I don't think those ugly clogs, but I think they do have, like, I think Skechers makes them too. Those kinds of shoes that you can use for the shower or the water, you know, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, that's right. She is a Jesuit. Thank you for reminding me, Jenna.
Yeah. Finding a nice pair of these is really hard to find. Yeah, it looks like it will. See, I wear stuff like this in the shower, and of course I do have thongs. What I could do is wear these around
When
the
she
house.
says that, I get nervous.
And wear my thongs in the shower. I do have some thongs. that I could
Okay,
use.
Gail.
I'll keep that in mind
Gail,
when I upgrade
Please don't say you'll wear thongs in the shower. That visual, even though you're talking about shoes, that's not what I'm thinking about. Please don't say that.
to these. Anyways, yeah, I'm going into my summer strategy, and that is so true about me. That poem. I was a very shy girl, and I was very ashamed of my polio calves. My mother always taunted me about my polio calves. She said, "You have skinny legs, just like your dad." Now it's like I realize that well, you know, I don't have polio legs anymore because I've gained some weight. But when I was a kid growing up, I actually wanted to gain weight. I was so skinny, I was embarrassed. So yeah, but I've learned as a result of Brent being in my life that
Here we go.
it's really important to know that God intended for all of us to be beautiful.
Aw.
Yeah, I really believe that. Oh, those acid mites in my throat are making me cough. And I also believe that that our outward looks are often a reflection of who we are on the inside. Yeah, I do know for a fact that in the next life, what we're going to look like will be an expression of what we are on the inside. So some people that end up going to hell, they're going to be really ugly in hell, regardless of what plastic surgery or whatever they do in this present life. Like I have a vision of what I think Lizzo and Satan are going to look like in the lake of fire. I might include that in this video. Yeah.
She said she's coughing because of Lizzo.
I have noticed Satan seems to have done a little bit of plastic surgery on Lizzo. Her skin looks a little bit better than it did a couple years ago. And I think that's part of how he's keeping her. But she is too obsessed with her body. She needs to be more obsessed with who she is as a person.
Oh, stop
Yeah.
that, Gail.
Anyways, I don't think she's going to be getting right. I've been thinking a lot about her. I will say this much, as far as Tucker Carlson goes, we have bought Twitter. We got together with all the conspiracy law honoring nations, pooled our money together from our various governments and bought Twitter. But we decided to retain Elon Musk as the CEO, though you're going to hear mainstream news that he just hired a woman to be the...
Did y'all know this? Gail bought Twitter? Is that what she just said? Gail has bought herself some Twitter. Yeah. I mean, did I hear that right? She did say that, right? And she said she'll keep Elon Musk on. Wow, how very gratuitous of you.
the CEO, and I forget her name. But I think that's all a cover-up to make it appear. You say, why did you buy Twitter?
Course.
Well, we appreciated the fact that Elon Musk was willing to sponsor Tucker Carlson, who deserves to have a voice.
Is that so?
And it seemed like Lizzo's next strategy was to try to bankrupt Twitter for that, by making all the advertisers defect and leave Twitter. I mean, Elon Musk has already had a problem with that because he won't tart the signal.
Okay, she was a queen, but now she really is the queen. Come on now. Gail bought Twitter. Come on now. Come on.
Satanic party line, you know? And so we decided to buy Twitter.
Damn straight.
So basically it's owned by all the conspiracy law governments of the world. From what I understand, you might say, which countries have bought it then? That would be China, Russia, United States, Germany, United Kingdom and Ireland, Australia, I probably left some out, Israel, all the conspiracy law honoring nations. And I hear that there's more getting on the bandwagon. And even though I suggested to my man that we buy Twitter, and I hear that Brent decided to go ahead and buy Newsmax as well. I have boycotted Fox News. I am no longer watching them. Well, I wasn't watching them that much anyways, but I boycotted them. I no longer watch them. Mainstream Fox. Now, Gabriel Chan of Fox News, 00 on cable, you can still hear Tucker. He's still broadcasting there. That's 00 on cable and at my website, gabrielchana.blog. But we thought it would be a good idea if he still had a mainstream news voice, because what Lizzo could do is she could, especially like with these upcoming, I call them fake news presidential elections coming out, she could get her patsy into power. Just like Lori did with
chatter lady. I got on Twitter last night.
And,
there you go.
Just pick the
this is why. This is
president.
probably why.
Yeah. All she has to do is lie about the election results, which Lori did in the past. And if she has control over all the news media, she can pull it off. Which is what happened in the last election. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I decided to become the president.
There you go.
Because
Now
we
you know.
knew that the fake news president was basically a Lori McBride patsy.
Oh.
They deliberately picked somebody who doesn't have all his marbles simply so that they could control him. So he would just do as he was told. And that's not very good for the country. Anyways, so what we did to make it hard, I created a new position called presidential assistant, okay?
I think she did just fine, James. I think she did just fine.
And if we like who wins in mainstream news, we will make them presidential assistant to President Brent. If we don't like them, then that position will not be filled. Yeah. So if you go to my website, you can see all the posts on that. But anyways, we bought Twitter, and I hear other nations are joining in.
Oh.
So it's kind of like owned by all the conspiracy law honoring countries of the world, and they're playing a game. I've noticed this from watching mainstream news. They're playing a game to make it appear like this didn't happen. And I think that's part of the reason Elon Musk decided to hire this woman CEO. No,
New Gail Twitter emoji coming soon. Just so y'all know.
he's actually the CEO, okay? Simply to make it appear like all that China, Russia, and all these countries didn't just buy Twitter. See, why'd you buy Twitter? We don't want him to have to depend on advertisers for his revenue.
I got you addicted, Daisy?
Yeah. It's very expensive to
That's so
operate this
awesome.
Twitter because it's so huge, right? So we don't want him to be advertiser dependent to stay financially afloat.
Right.
So we decided to buy Twitter too, so he can concentrate. Elon Musk is a good person, by the way. Yeah, he's been in my cabinet for years. We've had him along with Andrew Torba of Gab in charge of Gabriel
You
Todd
know
Credit
what I
Union.
like about
So
that?
I was impressed that
Sorry about that. You know what I like about you admitting that, Daisy, is that you see the humor in it and that you're not taking it as seriously. Listen, and I get why people would take it seriously, because her content can be extremely, extremely controversial. She's very, obviously, you can see that her mind and the things that she talks about, that there's a lot of things that she says. Obviously, it's grandeur. That it's I don't know. The fact that you can get enjoyment out of that, it warms my heart, because some people take her way too seriously.
that he offered Tucker Carlson a platform there.
Oh, shut up, Nike.
I have been talking brain to brain with Tucker Carlson. Brain to brain seems to have improved, and he's telling me
she does
that,
not want you to sing.
that they're working on setting up a news studio for his newscast. Apparently, it's a major operation. We did try to take over Fox, but that one has been a little bit more difficult.
Don't do
For
that,
the main Fox
Gail,
News
don't
channel.
do that.
And basically, what happened with the main Fox News channel is a lot of the broadcasters there, like Sean
Yes,
Hannity, Laura
my Aunt
Ingraham,
Gail.
Janine Pirro, Greg Gutfeld, have migrated over to Gabriel Todd Fox News, and we took over Fox. But Lizzo is overriding our. Basically, they're now working for Gabriel Todd Fox News.
don't they?
And so if you go to mainstream Fox
That's
and you
great,
see
though,
them,
Daisy.
you're probably watching a Jesuit clone.
Does she
of the
believe
broadcaster.
herself?
So-
It's hard to explain when it comes to her. That I think that she lives very contently as she's accepted herself in this realm, in this world. And to me, I think it's admirable. And there's a lot that, that you could say might offend you about her, that I don't think that she does it in a way to offend. I think she just really, these are the things that she believes, and these are the things that make her content, and this is how she expresses. I don't know. I really, really love her energy. I really do.
So if they seem a little off.
Exactly, Susie.
We've been trying to force Gabriel
I
Todd of
know.
Fox News into the mainstream Fox slot, but it appears Lizzo has been successful in overriding that. She
No.
probably, I think what she has done is she's broadcasting from her space fleet. Yeah, and she's able to shove it in there, in that spot. So if you want to see Tucker, you can see him at 00 on cable, because it appears he's going to go mainstream through Twitter and possibly through Newsmax. Tucker seemed to be telling me that he hasn't completely.
Listen, this is the kind of person that I say, as long as they're not hurting anyone, or they're not, I know there are people that are affected by the things that she does say, if you don't understand where it's coming from. If you take this off the cuff, just like the leaving, like, oh, she's a crazy lady, then that's the way you're going to, that's the way you're going to interpret it. If you actually, take a little time to understand the little bit of background and to go, I'm not saying go Akasha level, go into her Discord, because you might get a little bit, run off from that stuff, because it gets a little crazy. But, again, it's all about the way that she carries herself. It's all about the way, it's just, again, it's a very unique But interesting person. That's all I can really say.
solidified his plans yet, but that
She used to be.
he's planning on using Twitter
Exactly, Dan.
to do what he did at Fox previously. You know, when he was at Fox, he had his hour slot at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right? Remember that? And then he also had a separate thing that he did where it was paid subscriber with Fox. So what I think he's planning on doing, and this could change, and I could be wrong, is he's thinking of doing his 8 o'clock slot, possibly through Newsmax.
Exactly.
Since I do believe we've also got Newsmax.
Daisy,
To
you
keep them
summed
from
that
going
up
bankruptcy.
perfectly,
Lizzo wants to
actually.
bankrupt any news organization that she can't control, okay? Because she's planning on rigging the 2024 elections. And we're going to try to make it difficult.
Uh-oh.
Lori McBride did rig the
Can't
2020
have Lori
elections.
McBride
Though she wasn't able to
doing
stop me from
that.
becoming president. So basically, I've saved the country. Yeah,
Damn.
though I actually.
So not only is she saving Twitter, she's saving the country. Okay? I'm sorry. Let's be honest. If she really ran for any kind of political stature, would you not vote for her? I would. See, Daisy says, once you get past the shock value of her, then you find the humor. I hope that I can make someone laugh in my life. Exactly. Exactly. That sums it up perfectly.
So in August, because of a very serious mistake I made where I accidentally murdered,
It is crazy.
it's kind of complicated, but Lizzo used brain control. I mean, I murdered like 72 million people. I was like, whoa, that's too,
I mean, her Discord, I believe you can see it in her description. I believe you can. Let me see. Oh, there's a copy of the Tolan she just read. Yeah. Here, her Discord link is right here. In fact, I can copy it for you guys. Hang on one second. But I say this with love. Be careful, because again, this is a world. Understand that it can get a little crazy. There it is. There's her Discord. So anyone that wants to, embark on that journey, I implore you, go right ahead. But, you gotta have your bootstraps tied for it.
I wasn't comfortable with making a mistake that big. So that's why I've given the job to Brent. However, I do advise him, and Brent has been telling a lot of people about some of the counsel I've given him. And
that's right, Jenna.
apparently I've made
That's
some
correct.
good moves. And I believe he has asked the people if they would like to vote for me to be the Supreme Empress of their country. See, as a result of us buying Twitter,
I
gonna
can
make sure
answer
Twitter
that
stays as a
right
free speech
now,
platform.
actually, Daisy.
And we also bought Newsmax.
There is a YouTube video, I believe, that someone at a con, because I work a lot of these cons, and Brent Steiner happens to always be a guest there. In fact, he's going to be a guest at one of the cons this year, I believe. And somebody in the audience did ask him about her, and he's aware, and he's very put off by her. So yeah, he's aware about her.
That way,
I think it's on YouTube somewhere.
that way we can make sure that everybody in the United States has a voice. You see, I would call it, I don't know if I'd call it conservative. I think I'd
What
more call
fun would that be,
it the
Dan
freedom lovers.
Bozold?
Because I'm not really conservative or liberal. I'm my own person. If you want to see what my political stands are, you can go to my website and check. Like when I made Tucker our press secretary, he was a Democrat. Yeah, he just recently became a Republican like a couple years ago. Because Lori McBride, when she was bad, really messed up the Republican Party. So, yeah, basically I hear that brain to brain that Brent has
It is,
been
Daisy.
asking the people to vote
I
if they
do
would like me to be
believe if
Supreme
you look it
Empress.
up.
You might say, well, haven't you been the Empress
Actually,
since
you know what? I'll look it
2014?
up.
Yes, but I haven't been
I'll look it up.
the Supreme Empress. You may say, what's the difference? If I'm Supreme Empress, what it means is, for the United States, is I actually like the three-tiered system of government that we have in this country with the judicial branch, legislative, executive branch. I like all that. The only problem is we are in a situation right now where the elections are very easily rigged. I mean, it's just a piece of cake. The satanic side has got almost complete control over the news media, and that's basically all you need to rig an election. If you have control over the news media, you can do it. You can pull it off. All you have to do is lie about the election results, put fake statistics up there. Say you might say, well, well, they can't do that because the people are on the ground filming people going to the polls. Well, you saw how they did it in the last election. Yeah. And then they gaslight you when you point out stuff that's pretty obvious. So yeah, it's Yeah. That's why I said it was so important. See, there's an old adage, and I think this actually came from Stalin or some communist. A lie told over and over again becomes the truth. So basically, you can actually win a war through propaganda alone. That's how the Vietnam War was won. The U.S. military did not lose a single military battle in Vietnam, but they lost the war. Why? Because they couldn't control the propaganda. And the American public didn't like the war. They didn't like the casualties that were being reported on the news in the United States. And they said, we want this war to end. And guess what? That ended the war. Vietnam won. They won that war, even though they didn't win all their battles.
Does sound like a move in
Lizzo
WWE,
seems to know this,
doesn't
okay?
it?
She seems to know that you don't necessarily have to be the greatest on the battlefield to win a war. You just have to be a good strategist. You just need to know how to, like you could. Yep, that's why she's really big into brain control. Another thing that we're doing is we're using automaton news reporters. Because let's say we had an election today, okay? An election for president. And Lizzo didn't like the way people were voting. It's like, oh, no, they're voting
There goes Lizzo.
for somebody that I don't like. And she does not like Trump, I can tell you that right now. Because Trump is in our cabinet, and he will not be her patsy. To be honest with you, I think I could be happy with either Ron DeSantis or Trump, either one. And maybe even some. We've got Bernie Sanders in our cabinet. Like I told you, I am not, I'm my own person. Yeah. So you say, what does it mean to be Supreme Empress? What it means is that, let's say, the House passes a bill that they want to, like right now, I really think the border should be protected. Okay? You may say, what's going on with the borders? I hear what's going on with the borders is Lizzo is taking advantage of the fact that she doesn't have much time left with her Patsy Biden. We actually made Donald Trump Secretary of Immigration in my cabinet. Because I like his immigration policies. I think the borders need to be secure. Even though it's true the Jesuits can use transporter technology to transport their Jesuits into our country.
Look who I got on screen.
She's trying to make, but we can get on that and take them right out. But she's trying to make some of them legal citizens, and she's trying to sneak them in, because if she has more of her Jesuits that she can make into legal citizens, then she can sway the vote more.
Okay, so I found it, y'all. I found
right now,
it. Okay, so this is the this is the video of them actually asking Brent Steiner about Gail. Hang on 1 second. It's a short one too. Here we go. Brent Steiner questioned about Gail. Oh, volume.
Along with stardom comes a lot of attention, some wanted, some unwanted. And there's this woman named Gail Ford Schuler who's become somewhat of an internet meme by devoting this crazy YouTube channel to you. I'm wondering if you've ever heard of her and if you have a response to her claims and so forth.
Well, you know, nobody here knows what you're talking about, except for you. And so I'd be glad to answer you privately. You know about it, about it's only been going on for about 5 years. I do know about it. It's only been going on for about 22 years.
Oh my God. I'm next.
I've never met her or spoken to her, and she has a very rich fantasy
Is that
life.
something or what? So 22 years, could you imagine 22 years?
I'm calling the FBI.
Ah, that is great. It's crazy that, you know, she's dedicated. She's definitely dedicated, and she believes this, which is the funny thing. He was out of it, yeah. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Hey, it's data, yep.
From what I understand, our military is out there defending our borders. She's actually using transporter technology to transport her Jesuits just outside the border. Then they try to come in through that channel and get processed eventually to be processed as American citizens. And they are terrorist thugs, because that's what Lizzo Jesuits are. In fact, I dealt with some the other day on my bus. That was very interesting, yeah. We had to call in the military. I was on the bus and I said, call in the military, Brent. We got Lizzo Jesuits here, I could tell. and we dealt
Who
with them.
does, Susie?
Lizzo Jesuits are terrorists. So yeah, I also have lightning bolt powers. If I, let's say I'm going out for a walk and
I know,
like
right, Our Lady?
if I, let's say I'm going out for a walk and a Lizzo Jesuit is genuinely threatening me, I can use my lightning bolt powers on them. And I can just do that by commanding it from my mind and take them out that way.
That's
or if they're a threat. Check the links at my website. Anyways, check the links at my website.
That's why
a lot
Gail
about
is smart in keeping it drain to drain, because she's not harming anybody. Oh, S-Jan. What is it now, Susie? What's going on?
Carlson, and I believe Tucker is, I'm not sure about this, but he may be planning on having a broadcast on Newsmax. The only problem that I have with him, if he is going to be broadcasting from Twitter, I'm just hoping it will be free, okay? See, the advantage with him broadcasting from Fox News is not everybody is willing to pay a subscription to listen to him. And it is free at Gabriel on Fox News if you have, but let's say people that are 50 and up, they're more into cable television, and he's going to lose that audience if Twitter I don't know how Twitter's set up for like 50-minute videos, okay? Because that's what he used to do at Fox. So I'm just hoping that whatever he comes up with, that it's going to be very similar to what he had at Fox. I've been watching Newsmax, and I like them better than Fox News right now. Yeah, I mean, they're not perfect. They've got a lot of fake news in there too. Gabriel Chana Fox is the best, 00 on cable. But I think it would be really cool if Tucker had like an hour show on Newsmax, because that's going to be free. It's really easy to get it on. I actually don't have Newsmax in my cable lineup. I'd have to pay extra for it, I think. But I can get it free through the internet, because they have a live stream that you can watch. So that's how I watch it. Yeah, I don't have a big television anyway, so I just use my big computer.
How'd that now? Am I still echoing? I fixed it? Did I? Okay. What is this? When I went over there a few minutes ago, he kept telling about how he has to shut down a budget because he doesn't have a job. Oh, isn't that just too damn bad?
I mean, my computer monitor. And yeah, I would think it would be really cool if Tucker, and I think he's thinking of doing this, where he's going to have an hour-long show on Newsmax, and then he uses Twitter to promote a broadcast, like a subscriber streaming service where you can watch more of him through his website.
Thank you, Jenna.
Which is kind of like what he did at Fox. I think they called it Fox Nation. Though I'm hearing that I never subscribed to his streaming service, but I'm hearing that the streaming service had some problems with broadcasting. There were glitches. So they're going to need to work all that out. We have been trying to take over Fox. And I think we did literally take over their studios, but Lizzo has made a copy of their studios and put it on her Space Fleet. So, but because I think we did make a copy of the Fox News studios, and also because we have something that broadcasts really well from Gabriel Chana Fox News, we're trying to set Tucker up with a professional studio where he'll be able to broadcast professional quality broadcasts, kind of like what he had at Fox, so that he has an audience. Because if we could get Tucker back on the air, because he was the most popular broadcaster in all of broadcasting, we can get him back on history. We can get him back on the air. We possibly could use him to prevent the next election.
I mean, if it is rigged, it's not going to be the end of the world.
I mean, if it is rigged, it's not going to be the end of the world because Brent is still the president. But it would be nice if we could have a little bit more consistency between the real president and the position of presidential assistant, which is the mainstream news president. Okay. We have one policy, but the fake news president has an opposite policy. The public could get confused about what's really going on, and the confusion can cause problems. So that's why I thought it would be a good idea if we could get rid of a presidential.
Okay, Bantle, you're using big words again. I'm getting a headache. Yes, they are wealth-based. I agree.
President who is promoting policies that are opposite the true presidential policies from my husband, President Brett. Okay, so that's why we would want to fix that if we can. And I do think that Lizzo is planning on rigging the upcoming presidential and House, Senate, judicial elections, all of them. Trying to get her patsies and all those spots to prepare the way for her totalitarian dictatorship over the world. Yeah. I also think she's trying to set up a form of apartheid where the blacks will be ruling over the whites. I really do think she's trying to do that as well. And that would not be good. Actually, the blacks wouldn't like it either. We've got a lot of blacks that don't like Lizzo. Yeah, they don't like her. I mean, she murdered a black guy in Tennessee.
Yeah, I see it.
She was the one. She used a bunch of black people to. I think there were even black police officers that ganged up on this guy.
Hang on.
And killed him. Simply because he was one of my supporters. And that's why Tucker lost his job at Fox News, because he's one of my supporters. So we are working on trying to fix her monopoly over the news so that it will be harder for her to...
Shut up, Gail. Oh gosh. Okay, hang on one second. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is kind of freaking out at the moment. Hold, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Be nice. I'm trying. I'm trying. Am I echoing again? I am? Oh, I thought I wasn't. Hang on. So weird. Is that better? Let me know if it's better. Trying to not mess with the volume so much that... Oh, Gail was. You know what? That's so weird. That is so weird that she's echoing. I don't know what that's about. It was just Gail echoing? Okay. Well, I shut Gail off for a second. And for some reason, when you go to S. Jan's channel, it keeps just circling and circling. I don't know what the hell's going on with that either. He's, see, they know that I don't like having him on my channel. So, there's that. She is. It's the video. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Some things about YouTube are getting crazy. Alright, so I'm going to switch our gears. Kind of do a little fun stuff. Because Gail gets a little too serious. And I really don't want to see SJN because I'm going to get aggravated. So this is hilarious arguments. Let's see. Phone lawns. Phone lawns. Let's see what phone lawns is all about. Something fun for Mother's Day. Let's see. She is multitudes. I know. I know. I know. Alright. Hopefully this one.
You're a special baby. Yes, you're a good baby. Mother! Mom speaking. Girl. Oh, girl, what is up? How's that Mother's Day treating you, sis? Sis,
wow.
One of my kids threw a box of chocolates at my eye and then ran off to set shit on fire. What about you, bitch? That's the Kathy. I know. Letting your kids do whatever they want. Karen. Kathy. Oh, you two know each other. Yeah, her dislocated child burned by hydrangeas. Okay, just tell me which one of my kids it was so I know whose allowance to raise. Oh, what do you...
Hang on. What is going on with YouTube?
Hey, your kids with McDonald's.
Hang on.
Hey, your kids
I
with
don't know
McDonald's.
why it's acting like cray-cray.
Oh, bitch, Taco Bell. Oh, I knew you were broke. So that was 8 chalupas and 6 delivery.
Let me pause this for 1 second. I don't know what is up with YouTube today. That it's being a real dude at the moment. Hang on. Okay. Let me put the playback speed to normal. Maybe that has something to do with it. Alright, let's see. Yes. I'd like to know why. Interruptions.
Damn you! Did you hear that? She just messed up her pants.
It's just a tad, darling. Nothing I didn't mean to fall out.
Who the fuck is that, and what's her manager's name?
That's just my neighbor. She's
British, and that's all you need to know.
Sounds British to me. What are you doing on this call? You were never a prego ego.
I need help finding the switch
Bye,
to the
Dan.
goddamn
Thank you so
garbage
much, hon.
disposal.
We don't have a garbage disposal.
Well, I know what we do have.
A problem.
Wow, that's a lot. Thanks for being
Well,
here,
I'm
Dan.
gonna go fuck myself now, ladies.
Who else is on this phone call that I don't know about?
Estoy aquí, bitches.
Oh.
Yikes. Yikes. Some of this is a little too cray-cray. Alright. That wasn't what I expected that to be. That was a little cray-cray. All right, let's just go to our usual and our top best Karens, because we love those.
These are Karens who were owned and humiliated for their entitled behavior. Let's begin. This angry Karen was actually abusing this employee when another bystander overheard the conversation. This random person completely put this Karen in her place when she interrupted the conversation and had a justified meltdown at the Karen.
I had been
this
attacked.
Karen was caught mid-sentence calling the employee an idiot, among other things, to soon be put in her place and humiliated in front of everybody. Let's have a look.
Hold on, don't call nobody stupid. You looking like a goddamn lobster. Don't come up here disrespecting them. Now, if you gonna talk to them with respect, with all that white privilege bull. Don't come in here talking to them up like that. Now, if he made a mistake, he can say he made a mistake. Now, take your long out that door. You get my hood. Like I said, you don't run here. You talking about click. What's up? What's up? You wanna pay a jet? I put a head that's your nose, all right? Don't play with me. Apologize to them folks. No, I don't do threats, I do promises.
Okay, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I'm talking to him.
I don't care. I know you done made a handkerchief out of ass.
Apparently at this Kentucky Fried Chicken there was a difficult customer who wasn't eating his food and going on his way. He had the employees asking him to leave, which he refused to do.
I still don't
and
know
that's
what that
when
was
a
about,
bystander came
Libby.
over and hovered over him, demanding that he eats his food and leave, or will hand it over to him and it'll be taken from him. This left this difficult customer humiliated in front of everybody and had to give up his food. Let's have a look.
All I'm trying to do is eat. That's all I'm trying to do.
Michael, you know if you talk to me, what's gonna happen?
So you have something to say. I'm listening.
Ain't
Make
got
it
nothing
good.
to say. As long as we're
Nobody
done
has
talking,
nothing
I'm
to
done
say now.
talking.
Oh, okay. Hurry up and eat and get.
Thank you.
Can't people just finish
Hurry up
their
and eat and
their
get
popcorn
I'm
chicken
trying.
bowl?
Eat.
I'm
Don't look at
trying.
me. Eat at your. Look at your food.
You're in my face.
Look at your food. Now I'm sitting over you.
Like, how are you
Look at your
okay
food.
doing this?
I'm doing it. Don't make me rob you. Eat your.
Rob me of
you.
what?
Eat your food.
You want it? Take it.
No, give it to me.
Take it.
Give it to me. Put it in my hand.
For what?
Put it in my hand.
Think you're
Put
so
it in my.
This gentleman was checking into his hotel and he was being quite disrespectful to the staff. The staff member couldn't find his reservation and he couldn't find his booking ID confirmation, so there was no way to know if he actually had a room there or not. He then took his frustration out on the employee, which he instantly regretted when she literally quit on the spot and walked out of the hotel. This left this gentleman with no room and nobody to talk or
Yes, I
complain
am on
to
Discord.
try and sort out accommodation for him, as
Akasha,
he made
can
the
you
only
post
person that
the
could help him
Discord
quit.
link,
Let's have a
please?
look.
Trying to help us? That's your job to check us in. What do you mean
Yes,
trying to
I'm
help us?
not
The person off the
in.
street could help us.
Girl, you need some
Could I log
conditioner.
in to help you, okay? Mr. Parrish told me to get your confirmation numbers and your ID and could give y'all a key and put y'all in a room. Now, y'all don't want to do that.
You want my confirmation number? You have my
I
ID,
don't.
so is that the missing link? You need my confirmation number? Then you'll get me in a room?
You were the one being
Not
involved in
some
meetings
time,
now.
Libby.
Yeah, I am. Because now I'm really off.
Well, you should talk to him.
Who?
Not me. Parrish, the owner of the hotel. I'm here all by myself.
So, with my confirmation number and my ID, you can check me in. Is that correct?
Exactly. Bye. Now here's your ID. Y'all come here and figure out how you're gonna get checked in. Y'all probably gonna fire anyway. And all I was doing was trying to help.
In this WestJet airline lobby, there was this Karen who was not happy with a flight being delayed and decided to take the anger out on the people who had nothing to do with it. She stood in this line yelling and screaming at everybody, abusing them as well, and obviously the stewardess have nothing to do with the delay and can't get them boarded sooner. Let's have a look.
And look at all those people down there. This is God
Together. Oh.
Yeah, we can't fly because of your staff shortages. Don't give me the bull.
Are you
Oh, no, I'm not. Actually, you see this? They're getting called tomorrow. I work for a bunch of lawyers.
Okay.
And they are getting called in your head office.
Do you think that I'm intimidated by
Oh, I don't give. What you think.
So now,
If you don't stop swearing, you're not traveling with us. Really?
Yep.
You want to We're not traveling anyway. I want a refund and I want a
make sure
rebook.
that you don't travel at all if you continue
Oh,
to travel.
I don't give.
Okay, great. In that case, we will just remove
I
your
want
ticket.
a refund and I'm booking with another airline.
Okay. Breathe.
This has got.
You need to step onto the line, man.
You guys no.
This entitled Karen was checking out at a grocery store, and as she went to check out her items, she needed to use the bathroom. She then left her trolley and her items in between everybody to go and use the bathroom, and when she returned, her trolley had been moved so other people could check out. This entitled Karen believes everybody should have waited for her to return, even though nobody was being checked out because her cart was there, and then had a total meltdown at everybody for continuing to check out their items instead of waiting for her to return. Let's have a look.
When she could have been done, she could have been done already. No, she couldn't. But she has million items. She couldn't. She couldn't. That's not how it works. It's okay. That's not me. You want to take that? How are you going to resolve this? I mean, you just laugh? I can't hear you.
I know when you finish, you buy before her. That's it.
What?
When you finish.
I'm not going to let her go because that's just not right. All right. Can you call this store manager, please?
Here's the store manager.
Unbelievable. Are you just letting two people that were behind me in front of me? I have to stay in line all over again? No, you told them to put the items and they're putting the items. My items are here. She's not letting me go. All you needed to do is tell her to let me go. You have another person there. I have to go this way. You're not allowed to film.
I could do whatever I want. I don't know who told you that you could tell people what they can do.
Damn.
But that's not how it works.
You're telling me what to do. You have no education. You're
This male Karen had went through this parking garage and intentionally stopped so the lady
Investors
behind him
appalled.
couldn't get through as well. The reason being is that this offensive
I
male
marvel
Karen
at
believes that the
some
lady
people
behind him
like
doesn't
this.
live
I
there
do.
and wanted her to prove that she does to him. This lady obviously doesn't have to prove that she lives here to a completely random person, which this male Karen begs to differ when he demands information from her or just to prove that she does live there. Even with a bystander who also lives here confirming that this lady lives there too, this male Karen still refuses to believe that she does and won't let her through the gate and blocks her car. Let's have a look.
Yes, at this point I'm going to go ahead and record because this man right here has stopped his car right here where in the apartment where I live and have lived for a while. This woman is my neighbor. This man has stopped his car and then asked me for my clicker because he somehow lives here, I guess, and he is the person. Are you a security guard? 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 So all of a sudden you need to sit here. You're a security guard.
Like a song.
You're a security guard, right? So you gotta make sure that I can get that I have a clicker. Who are you to ask me if I have a clicker? Who are you to ask me that? I am a Who are you to? And I am too. And I am too. And I am too. I pay my rent on time every month.
Girl.
What are you trying to say? At this point, the only thing that you can do, honestly, at this point, the only thing that you can do to de-escalate this entire situation is tell this man right here to get in his vehicle and drive. Because I'm about to get you all over. No, sir. You're about to go viral. I hope you realize.
He's about to go viral. Yes, and you're on the Karen video. Aren't you lucky?
Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny.
This young man was awoken during his sleep to several officers surrounding his home. They were looking for his brother and demanded information from him that he didn't have to give them. These officers were shocked when this young man knew his law and didn't give the officers the information they were looking for. Let's have a look.
Come on up. Gotta see who else is in there.
Nobody? You can't come in there.
That's fine. Here's the deal. You obstructed your brother, who is on a felony right now. Okay, you obstructed it. You can go to jail for that. Do you understand that?
How?
You knew he was in here. He was in here.
I did not. Because when you knocked on the door, I had just woke up. Why you think you know something?
You knew he was in here.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
How you gonna tell me what I know?
Here's the thing.
How you gonna tell me what I know? Answer that question first. I'm waiting. Come on. I had just woke up. Exactly. You can't do nothing, bro. You ain't got a warrant. You can't do nothing. Hey, bro.
All right. I'm not your
Hey,
bro,
bro.
first of all. Don't be disrespectful.
I don't want to
Okay?
be your bro. Do something. Come on. I don't. What?
Where's your idea?
What do you mean ID? I'm 13.
You're 13? Where's
Yeah.
mom at?
I don't know.
What?
My boyfriend house.
We'll call your mom up real quick.
During this
that
waiting
your
room, this
mama?
angry customer had lost her patience
that your
when she
mama?
started yelling at everybody. She actually got confrontational with them and got in their faces as well. When enough was enough and the security guard there intervened. This security guard matched her energy when he yelled in her face as well and decided to get in it too. Let's have a look.
Are you? Stay away from the other people, you hear me?
My
If you
goodness.
stay in this chair, get the fuck out. Do that again, I'll kick you out myself.
Damn.
Okay, so this gentleman works at a hotel, and at midnight he had a number of calls and complaints from other guests staying in this hotel. Basically, this male Karen had lost his girlfriend somewhere in the hotel, and he literally barged and banged on every single door on this floor, yelling and screaming for his girlfriend. This inconvenienced this entire floor as it woke everybody up, and that's the reason for the report. Let's have a look.
Working third shift at a hotel dealing with crackheads like for part to wait for it.
Complaints that you're knocking on doors. Do you have a room?
Yeah,
What's your room?
204.
204, so why are you on the third floor?
I got locked up here. These doors locked, man.
What are you talking about? You can walk right out the store.
The doors have locks on them.
Alright, come on, you gotta get off the third floor.
Are you arresting me?
Huh?
Alright, can you help me get my... Yeah, because... Well, I'm trying to find my girlfriend.
Alright, well, you have
Why
to
is
get
she
off
on
the
a
third
different
floor.
floor?
You're knocking on people's doors.
Who said I knocked on the door? What,
Three different calls.
What were the rooms?
I'm not gonna tell you that. Get off the third floor, please, before I kick you out.
Did I knock on the door?
Hey,
Oh
get
my
the fuck
God.
out right now. Go.
I didn't knock
Get
on
out.
the
Get the fuck out of here. Go.
Sorry, man. I'm
No,
sorry.
get the
This difficult customer was at a McDonald's and he was demanding a refill. Apparently they don't do refills for customers, and he had stated that he hadn't even left the store and thought that there was enough reason for him to get a refill when they don't do that. The gentleman is confused and believes that they give refills to people who are in the store, and believes that they think that he walked in off the street and is just trying to get a free soda. This ends up turning into an all-out war when things escalate quickly. Let's have a look.
Record. I don't give you permission to record me. Look, I just come through the door to. I'm not even finished with my drink, and she tells me I can't get a refill. I never left the premise.
It's not that deep.
No, I didn't even ask for any question. But I didn't. My drink's not. Look. Look, he's getting a refill, but I can't get one.
He hasn't left the front door.
Look, I can't get a refill. She's threatening to call the cops. What's your name? What is your name?
Don't worry about my name.
I asked her for a card. She tells me the numbers on my card. And look, they're calling the police on me for trying to get a refill.
Or you can just
And this is, I haven't even finished. I haven't even finished. Look, I haven't even finished my drink. Look, she's threatening to call the cops. She's calling the cops. I never left the parking lot.
in the parking lot.
So I never left the premise if I was
That's not our.
So, but there's no sign posted saying, where's the sign? Can I have a refill? Can I have my first refill? I will be contacting corporate. I'm a
Oh
citizen
my
right
God.
corporate.
Let it go.
This Karen couple had just hit another vehicle, and when the lady tried to get their insurance information, they refused to hand it over. This Karen couple believes that they weren't in the wrong, and also accused this lady who was the victim that she was causing an insurance scam. This entitled Karen then had a total meltdown at her, and became extremely heated over it when they're the ones who hit her car. Let's have a look.
She can hold the insurance card up to the phone so I have the information.
You're not doing that full of scam.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
How am I going to
What's
scam
the
if
damage?
she hit me? What is your problem? You're just an asshole.
Look, where's the damage even on her car?
Dude,
Maybe that?
that
was
is not
there.
for me to decide. You don't know what she did inside. What if she hit it? How am I pulling the scam when she hit me at a stop sign? How am I pulling that scam?
You have her ID. I'll give you her
Yes,
phone
and
number.
now I need
don't want to turn in any insurance. I want you to have your guy call me, and I'll go and we'll look at the damage, and then if it's needed, I'll give you the insurance.
Well,
if
how
it's
about
some
you give
giant
me
thing.
insurance and I can call you if something's wrong with it and we can figure it out. But she hit me. I need insurance. I was stopped
Do
at
you
a
have the
stop
ID?
sign.
Hold on.
So simple. This is not complicated.
You're obviously very young.
It's
And so is
none
she.
of your
And the way the... It is
You're
her
being
business.
a jerk. She
I'm
hit
the
me at a
insured.
stop sign.
I'm the insured.
Okay, great. Well,
She
then
ran
give
a
me
stop
the
sign.
insurance.
What stop sign?
She hit me at the stop sign.
Okay, so this gentleman noticed that this elderly man behind him had some serious road rage. It wasn't long until he flagged the younger driver down so that he could abuse him and to yell some of the most offensive remarks that I've ever heard. This angry grandpa couldn't just put it behind him and drive on, he had to get the last word in and make it very clear what he thought about this other driver. Let's have a look.
Look at him. Just what does he come pull behind my car for? He was just right here, but now he pulled behind my car. But now he want to pull off. Don't pull off.
You got a problem? I'm talking to you.
Man, take your old on somewhere.
You.
You. Die some where.
You.
Go on somewhere where you old ignorant.
You.
Take your on somewhere. I'm recording this.
You think
bother
I
me.
care?
You what is you
You
bothering
think
me?
I care?
What is your problem? What is your
What's
problem?
your problem?
You pulling up on me. Oh mother. Now take your old
You
on.
mother.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and enjoy your day while you got the rest of your day. Instead of being so evil. Look at you. You despicable. You call yourself a human? You call yourself a human?
Why don't you kiss my
Get out of here.
Okay, so this lady was in her house when she could hear an assortment of noises in her garage as things were being moved around, and there was also a lot of banging. She went to the garage to assess what the noise was, and it turns out that this lady who is out of her mind had broken into this random lady's garage and was looking for a machete. Now, the homeowner tried to get her to explain what she was doing inside of her garage. Let's have a look.
Knock on your door.
Leave that there. Leave that there. Please, thank you.
Dude, I was knocking on your door.
For what?
Because I needed help.
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
Because I needed help.
For what?
Sound like you need a lozenge.
But why'd you come in like that?
Because people are killing each other out there.
Don't come in like that. Don't come in
Okay,
like
well, that's
that.
all you had to do. You didn't have to catch me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
you knew I was here.
you were touching our
But you
stuff.
knew I was here.
You were
But you
touching.
knew I was here.
You were touching our
Okay, yeah.
stuff.
Because I would blow up this whole place.
Oh, you threatening? I got you on camera. I got you on camera.
You call,
I'm recording.
Everything's on
I'm
camera,
recording.
baby. Everything's
Go,
on camera.
get out of my property. Get out of our property, please.
All right.
This
I'm going to stop it here, y'all, because I got to get myself to bed. It was great seeing all of you here. I hope you guys had fun. It was a very nice Mother's Day with y'all. And I will keep an eye on all of this craziness going on in our community. And hopefully I'll be back as soon as I can. Yeah, I think so too, Our Lady. Absolutely. Thank you so much tonight to my mods and to everybody who joined the turnouts. I can't thank you enough for all of your involvement in making this channel what it is. And we're gonna be here with all of you guys as much as I possibly can. I miss all of you. Love you so much. Thank you, J9. Thank you, Ursinette, Angelina, Susie. Susie, don't be stuck on that SJAN stuff. I'll only disappoint you, sweetheart. I'll talk to you all. Have a good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.